Oops, I have a little bit of a... Hello, okay. First of all, before we begin, welcome to the Pepega League. I am Casey, and I am once again joined by my co-caster and analyst, Veloark. And
Good
we'd
evening.
we'd like to welcome you to the Hobbits versus Cave Trolls Showmatch. Now, before we begin with the rest of the pre-show, please allow me to fix some Discord overlay stuff, because apparently we bugged it.
It's bugged.
Hold up. Wait. Yes, right. So, you see, ladies and gentlemen, what happened here is we forgot that we changed our names.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. So, right. Okay, we're
I
good to
thought
go.
I got height diff for a second.
Yeah, you got. Yeah. So basically, now that we're up and running, let's begin. So, Hobbits versus Cave Trolls. Which, speaking of, I should actually swap on the scene because you're taller than me and I need to represent the Hobbits.
Oh, okay. Last minute changes to the set.
Yeah, let's just say I forgot about this and I thought I swapped it the other way around, and I was the higher one, but I've lost the high ground. Um,
Yeah, I have the high ground now.
yeah. Unfortunately, let's. Okay, so I mean, I guess let's begin with the pre-show. Height diffs, obviously. Last show match was about. Yeah, good question. Please remind me, what was the last show match about? I kind of forgot.
That's a great question.
You know,
I'm definitely not looking it up.
I think I need to look into the archives and have a look at what we used to do. Ah, yes, it
It
was the
was,
Boomers versus Zoomers.
yeah, so Battle of the Ages.
Yeah, so we've gone
So,
from age diff to height diff. So yeah, let's talk a bit about both different teams, right? So we have,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, we say that they're hobbits and small, but I mean, they even reach up to a grand total height of 178 on Eagle, um, which is still higher, like bigger than me. So I mean, they're not so little. But then if you look at the cave trolls, my apologies, like we have Nab, Big Nab, the Big Nab, who has a great height of 197.
That
So
name definitely checks out, Casey.
I definitely do think so. It's
Definitely a unit of a lad.
he is quite a unit, both in his height and as his off-tank plays, which I've been had the privilege to witness on many occasions in scrims. Um, but yeah, let's talk a bit about the other people. Velo, personally, who do you think is like the best player on each team?
Okay, so looking at these rosters, um, there's some very good players on both teams.
Hmm?
But the names that stand out for me on Team Hobbits, I'm gonna have to go with the resident Brig One Trick Chef.
Right, chef.
He's on the taller side for his team, respectively.
At a
But
great 177.
I think he could try and make up some of the height diff with his Brig play. And
Right.
then
How about the cave
on
trolls?
the other team, what name stands out? I'm gonna have to give it to Frost.
Frost?
I
The
think I
ball one
think I
trick?
expect I think I expect some things from Frost here.
Right, yes, Frost the ball one trick with a great height of 188 centimeters. Um,
I expect Power Drive to be pretty good against small targets, crushing them into the ground.
right, I definitely think I mean, he is known, like, him and Melon. It has been confirmed in some of the leaks that I have that him and Melon are a great duo when it comes to, like, if Melon's on Echo, like, they know how to play off each other and get picks. Um, um, but then let's look a bit on the smaller side of each team. We've discussed Eagle and Nab, who are both on the taller side of each team. Let's look at the smaller side of each team. Let's start out with,
Okay.
well, I guess let's start out with the Hobbits. We have Noya at a great 156. So main support. What do you think? What will we see today in terms of main support today?
I definitely know the current meta. You know, this
Putting you
is
on the
why I
spot.
said I expect some things from Chef because I think there'll be some brig play.
I think so as well. I've heard a lot of Brig, but I think it's more going to be a lot of. Well, it depends. Do they play what's being played in scrims, right?
They could play some crazy off meta
Yeah,
play.
I mean, I know of a lot of double shield being played at the moment, so I believe it might be a lot of Bab Zen we're going to be seeing today. But I hope they mix it up, and that's also why we have a lot of other things planned. But let's look at the smaller side of Cave Trolls now. Mompy at a height of 181. All right, well,
Yeah, just an average guy.
hit
Not
scan
much to
deep.
say there.
I think he's flex deeps or hit scan deeps. I'm not sure, but like, oh no, he's off.
Mumpy can be whatever he wants,
Yeah,
really.
he can be whatever he wants. Really, he doesn't necessarily yeah, he doesn't
You know,
necessarily like fill in a different role. I've never seen him play a lot of support though.
he's kind of like Pitwin. He can be the glue for that team, I think.
Right, but if he's like Pitwin, will he go on to Zen and just trans before appearing in the enemy backline and killing 3?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I guess it wouldn't. I mean, it's Mompy. Of course, we're going to be surprised by his great plays that we're familiar with in the past. Now, let's talk a little bit about a few certain players. Joey and Matt. Now, Joey and Matt have both like the 100% win rate in show matches so far. They were both on the UK team, on the Brexit team in the first one a couple months ago, and then they were both on Team Zoomers
Yes.
the last time around. But now Joey is the only one who will be representing them in on Team Hobbits, and
Oh.
Matt is not going to be playing. He's too scared to 1v1 the speaker that is Joey.
On one
For
hand, you can't lose your win rate if you don't play, but on the other, like, what are you doing, Matt? Just play the video game.
Yes, true. I mean, you can't. If you don't play, you can't lose. That's why I stopped playing the video game myself and became manager instead. Because
You also can't win though.
I mean, true, but I couldn't win beforehand anyways.
You know, ever since I retired, I've not won a single game.
That is correct. Me too. Although I've only won some scrims. But you know, it's
Hopefully that's gonna change though.
yeah, maybe like the team's on the up. I hope that others are as well. Anyhow, let's move on to the. I think we need to talk about the map order, right?
Yes.
I think that's necessary because otherwise we might have a bit of a problem.
Today's lineup.
All right, let's look at it. So first off, we're going to be starting out our control point on Busan as our first map. Then we're going to be swiftly moving over to Dorado as our payload and escort map. Then moving on to Volskaya for our 2CP. Not a big fan, like nobody's really a big fan of 2CP, but
Nope.
you know, it has to be done, it has to be played. Then we're moving over to Eichenwalde with our hybrid map, trying to get to that third checkpoint to secure Baldric's armor. Then we have a no limits match or map, which is going to be determined by. So the mode is going to be determined by the currently losing team, and then the map is going to be decided by the winning team in the specific mode. So we're doing something different, doing no limits to celebrate comp no limits being introduced into the game. Then we're moving over to a 6v6 team deathmatch on Black Forest to keep with the the height diff theme. Although I am curious as to what we chose. Oh no, we're going to Black Forest too because well, obviously we're at the desk here, so we're currently located at Eichenwald, Black Forest, not too
Yeah,
far away. So uh,
it's
we
within relative distance.
yeah.
We might as well go there while we're here.
Yes, so we decided, okay, why not? We have our stations set up in the area, so we're just gonna head over there. Then moving on to something special, which we've not seen before in any show match. We're going to do some workshop modes. Um,
Specifically, the Egg Now mode of Diva Egg.
was it the egg now mode? I believe we.
Yes,
I
it
have
was
no
Egg
idea.
Now.
Did we agree on egg now? I don't remember. Can I
Yes,
wait? Can I phone a friend?
yes.
Okay, let's phone a friend on the desk. One moment. Hello, Joey. Welcome to the desk.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thanks for the warning.
yeah, sorry. Glad to have you here, but we needed to phone a friend about what we chose for the workshop mode.
Yeah.
Do you remember what we chose? The height diff
Yeah,
thing.
you chose the little one.
The height diff, not
Yeah.
not
The
not
one where you got bigger.
yes, not the diva
Okay,
egg.
well, my bad.
It wasn't D-Reg. No.
All right, wonderful. Thank you
Well,
for
that's
your
what people chose anyway, but you can do
right.
either.
Yeah, right. That's what people chose, so that's what we're doing. Thank you for your assistance, Joey. Thank you
welcome.
for the photo friend. Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay. Great production
This is
here.
not a scuffed desk.
Nah. I mean, look at us. We're professionals here. We have the height diff on our desk. We're representing each team.
You have your streams like Elo Hell. You have those other production companies like Monkey Bubble.
Right.
You have Overwatch League production. That's kind of NA production, and then you have us.
Right.
I think
True.
we're like S tier, clearly.
Right. Definitely. I mean, we've managed to secure a lot of renown over the past couple of months for the production, obviously. But I hope the production will be adequate again this time around. Now, Velo, something important we needed to talk about. Now, the thing is, I don't exactly remember. It was important, but I don't remember exactly what it was. Right. You had a special segment for us, right? Which we were going to be presenting by Blazing Boost.
Yes,
so
we have a exclusive statistic that is brought to you by Blazing Boost today. So our team at Blazing Boost did some research about today's matchup, and they determined that on average-ish, Team Hobbits and Team Cave Trolls, actually looking at the heights of the players, Team Cave Trolls is on average taller.
right.
I don't know if that will impact the game,
Right.
but that is a statistic that the team came back with in the science lab.
Right, yes. I've witnessed it. I've been at the lab, I've visited it, it's around the corner.
The Blazing Boost HQ is very sophisticated.
Right.
They have a lot of crazy things going on.
They've been at work for weeks to determine this statistic. The guys have really done a great job at analyzing each player individually and coming up with this result. Now, you're right, that statistic is correct, and looking at it now, I think there might actually be a difference, right? So you see,
a height diff.
Yes. So you see, the taller people, right? They will have longer arms, and so they will be able to go further and beyond with their mouse and their aiming abilities. So they can reach further for the outer edges of the mouse pad.
That's true. They can definitely use a lower sensitivity, which is usually the go-to by professionals.
Exactly. And so, right. I mean, I guess we need to also be quickly talking about who we root for, right? Speaking of advantages.
I think looking at this desk, I think we're both biased, really.
Well, not necessarily.
I think it's going to be a heavy height diff, and Cave Trolls are going to come out on top, you could say.
You think so? Right, so, in my opinion, not because I'm obviously the smaller person on the desk, but I just have faith in Hobbits. You see, I believe, I have faith that although they don't have the big names like Melon on their team, who is a known tier 3 player, I believe that using Joey's expert shot calling and his know how in strats in the game, I believe that they'll come out on top and be able to defeat Hobbits. Sorry, the Cave Trolls. They're going to defeat themselves also, but yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see how both teams fare against each other. Obviously, the caster bias is not going to change anything.
It is not.
But right, I think that'll be. I think that unless there's anything else you want to discuss on this wonderful pre-show, the PP, what do you think? Should we move over to the gameplay?
I think we should get the teams ready, set up in the lobby, and then begin our first map on Busan.
Right, so I guess we will take a short 5-minute break until the games will start. Thank you for joining us here at Pepega League, and we'll see you right so soon for the games. Due to some technical difficulties, we will have to add 1 more minute to the timer. The Pepega League is brought to you by KGB Archiver. When in need, the KGB will always have your back. Joey's Master Plan. The plan for guaranteed success in your video games. And Incel. Never inside. Alright, we're initiating match. Okay, there we go. The game's loading. Wonderful. Alright. Both
So
teams
we arrive
attacked.
in Pyongyang, Korea.
Wait, this is not Pyongyang. Wait, is it?
It might as well be.
Fuck. Okay, I think we went to the wrong location here, lads. That's unfortunate. But, yeah, I think everything's set up. The overlay's fine. So, let's go. Because I'm also doing the observing this time around, so it's going to be more difficult to figure stuff out, right?
Looking inside the spawn room here, I'm seeing some interesting comps from both sides. Very different takes on what they want to play.
Right, yes. I mean, one team going for the... I can't fit through here. One team going specifically for the more traditional double shield approach, whilst the cave trolls seem to be... well, they just seem to be going for a little bit of an alternative with what I had suggested with the melon on the echo. So both teams rolling out the ball, trying to get into the back line, obviously, but double shield moving as a unit on the right side, next to the big ass bong, or like gong or drum. There it is. Okay, so Big Banab going in for the slam. He gets stunned. He gets taken down to almost like no HP left. Although Team Hobbits forced into the retreat right now, but they have the high ground, so they should be able to capitalize off of this. Although
But
Team
the
Cave Trolls,
point flipped.
yep. Lamp forced out by Noya. Oh, and it seemed like Pit gets the first pick, but Melon quickly to retaliate on that echo. He goes in for the beam. They're down their main tank. I don't think this is going to be... Oh, they use their amplification matrix on the map. Normally Melon goes for the...
Garage door has opened, and damage will soon be coming through, or healing in this case.
I think Melon is trying to build that ultimate, and he's got it, and he's going for it. He goes for the gravitic flux, gets 3 in it, but the lamp comes out from Noya, who does manage to save the entire team. Nab really low into it. Motro on the Mercy, trying to keep him out, but Joey falls. Meanwhile, Linda, who seems to be coming from the backline on the flank angle, manages to take out the Mercy, but gets taken down by Lab with a pulse bomb. Meanwhile, Chef on his renowned hero on the brig, taking down Nab with the help of Noya and Pit. And as they move to point, the Bob coming out from... wait, who's even on...
Trans coming out from Joji, protecting the team, keeping the point alive.
Joji gets taken down by Shungai though. On the Ash, Chef takes down Lab.
Chef is going off. He's holding left click.
Nab deploys the mines on the point, but nobody's there. He hooks Nab. They get stunned, and Nab just can't get out. He tries to stall the point for as long as he can, but he gets taken down eventually. And it is the cap for Team Hobbits.
And now the Team Hobbits is playing a little bit of Minesweeper in the middle of this Overwatch show match.
Right now, Team Cave Trolls have it's an old disadvantage. It's not a big one, but it's an old disadvantage nonetheless. But they're trying to get back in there. They're on 71% on the
Rally
point.
comes up from Chef.
Rally on Chef. Nab goes in for the power drive. Joey mirroring him on the ball. Ball's just rolling through the point here. Seems like the rock comes out from Sneaky. He goes for the Gravitic Flux. Gets 2, 3 in the process. Noya gets taken down. She can't lamp. The lamp was already used. And Linda gets stuck, gets taken down, and it seems like the Hobbits, the Cave Trolls, will
We still have
be
Joey keeping the dream
back.
alive,
But not
dying
for long,
on
though.
the point.
And there we go. It seems like the Cave Trolls will be retaking this point. It's going to be final fight situation for the Hobbits. They have the garage door and Hogult available should they wish to use so. Joey coming up on the mines. Let's have a look here and see how Noya is going to utilize this amplification matrix to retake this point. The adaptive circuits are engaged by Melon, who duplicates the ball. He's very known. Noya keeping this
Comes out, but
great
it gets
offense and goes for the amplification matrix. Unable to get many, gets mined in the process as well by Melon. Manages to get out, but gets rolled through, and then Shanghai just dies to the mines. Now it's the final fight. It seems like Linda has used the Hoggle. Joji forced to use the trans. 4 teams alive, and it seems like Joey's the last member of the Hobbits alive on the point. He tries his desperate to keep the point alive, the dreams. Pit manages to touch, but it's not going to be for long though, as
Rico
Joji
gets forced,
just
and he's taken down.
Lab
Shungai
takes it
for the pick on Joji though.
Shaft manages to touch, but gets taken down quickly, and is the first point secured for the Cave Trolls. That's quite an
Very
interesting match.
compositions this time around.
Yes, it's quite the interesting point. I'm being told the height diff is mattering here, but I don't think it'll
But
matter
which
much.
way?
I mean, so far I think that point catered to the
I think the
Cave
wacky
Troll.
style of the Cave Trolls definitely worked out.
Right, they were just disrupting the double shields everywhere. Now, moving on to Mecha Base, as we inspect said mechas here, with one particularly missing, that one of Diva, which is going to be played by Linda. Never mind, she opts for the Hog. Alright, let's look at these teams.
Ryan
they're
Soria versus Sigma Hog.
both
We have
playing a
a lot
more
of
brawly
battle on
style, but it seems like the Hobbits would be opting to go without the Lucio. And they're opting for the Hog Sig approach with the Mei. Both teams running this Mei and the Kree as their DPS. Alright, the nade is forced out onto Joji here. The lamp
Both
is
get
forced out.
exchanged by the maze, not
And it
really
seems
finding
like
the most
Chef
value.
gets taken down. Both supports
Number
down
two
for
on
the
the
Hobbits.
flank, picking up some value.
It seems like the Cave Trolls are able to just run in there faster and just pick them off. Sneaky opting to shield backwards,
We
not
have some
forwards.
props coming in for the Hobbits. You have Chef on the Moira.
Although Linda here is staggering herself on the point, that's not a great idea. That's not what you want to see. You don't want to be abandoning your team on the point. It's going to be a while before they can retake this this point right now. So meanwhile, the Hobbits opting for a Ryan Sig approach now, with Joey being 73% on the Gravitic Flux. He needs to be able to farm that faster, or should they want to go in quickly. They rotate up to go for the flank approach. They get walled. Great wall coming out from Melon here. They up to nano the Reinhardt, and Linda gets taken down immediately. That's a Rhine diff right there by Dallas Wolf. Very
Instantly over
sneaky.
by that wall.
And there we
Very
go.
well
The
played.
match is just immediately decided. And Joji gets slapped,
Even
unfortunately.
picking up Shungite at the end with a wall.
Right, and
Mountain
it's-
is getting really big value on the May today.
right, and the nades from Joji to keep his team alive are just very crucial now. The Cave Trolls now have a great ult advantage with the Shatter, Grav, High Noon, Blizzard, and Beat all to their advantage. While they go for a quick Gravitic Flux, although the High Noon comes out from Lab and he gets Noya in the process. Joey lifting him up so he can... Okay, and that's an
We have
Eagle
a bit of
Grab.
Eagle grab going on here. Oh, but it catches Joey. He gave him some value.
We have
That's
an Eagle
okay.
Grab, ladies and gentlemen. The wall coming out from Pit, but it doesn't manage to get anyone. 65% and counting for the Cave Trolls. Well, the Hobbits have still to gain any control percentage here.
Ooh.
And Linda just gets taken down crucially. Oh, the Blizzard comes out from Melon in their spawn.
Joey goes
pretty
for the
much.
eat, but does not find it, unfortunately.
They have to call, and they shatter. Sneaky comes out with a big shatter, denies the coalescence, but he gets taken down in the process. And it seems like the Hobbits are going in finally, but they need to touch the point. They need to move. They need to get to that objective.
I
They managed to
think
pick
the
up
cave
lab.
trolls really underestimated the hobbits there. They pushed them overweight to their hobbit hole, and well, they fought back really valiantly.
Right, indeed.
But now they need to hold this for basically the whole point without losing it.
Indeed, the hobbits are in quite of a vice right now. They have the
However,
blizzard
they do
available.
have
They
a
should be.
blizzard and the high noon and shatter.
Oh, they do
Shatter
use the
coming out,
shatter from Linda.
finding a
Big
lot
one,
of
but
value,
she doesn't
but no
get anything.
follow-up available.
The nano onto sneak was enough to keep everyone distracted. Now Pit coming out with a blizzard. Catches only one in the process, but the high noon doesn't manage to catch anyone. And Marshall manages to pick up Linda, but then Noy retaliates onto Melon. And it seems like the hobbits will be surviving in the Shire for a little longer.
Shungai managed to hold on to his own high noon, which will be a pretty key component of the next fight, I believe.
Both support ultimates online for the hobbits. Meanwhile, nothing available for the cave trolls who opt to go underneath and straight to
Early
point.
Maywall coming out to block them from dropping.
The high noon coming out behind. Doesn't manage to find anything. Shungai really low, getting slept.
We have a Chad pin going off the cliff.
Linda up for the pin. 1-on-1 trade. The coalescence used. Joey is going to be taken down.
Oh, and
It's C9 from
That's
the
very
hobbits.
unlucky,
That's
actually.
unfortunate.
Almost as unfortunate as the K-pop emotes in Twitch chat.
Right, indeed. F for K, but let's look at this play of the game by our one and only tier 3 player, Melon. Let's have a look here. Goes for the mines, goes in, gets the boop in, rip for Ronnie, manages to get Chef on the Echo, beams him down, then goes for Noya as his final target. The aim is terrible and atrocious, but he manages to get it eventually. Alright, now moving on to the pause, we will be right back after a few short messages for the next map. The Pepega League is brought to you by KGB Archiver. When in need, the KGB will always have your back. Joey's Master Plan. The plan for guaranteed success in your video games. And Incel. Never inside. And then here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for our second map, Dorado. Quite
Where we find the hobbits will be defending from the payload of the Mexican cartel, question mark?
Right, speaking of cartels, I think it might
Speaking
be a...
of cartels, I'm still not loading.
Alright, well in the meantime I can just have fun specking around the map.
This was not brought to you by Blazing Boost. Okay, I'm in.
Hasta la
This is why you
noche.
buy an SSD, people.
Right, indeed. And your SSDs are proudly sponsored by What's an SSD Company?
Incel, never inside.
Right, indeed. Incel, our great sponsor. Thank you, by the way. Alright, let's move it in. So, for this payload, who do you think is going to get the upper hand?
I mean, the upper hand, usually refers to being from the taller side of things. It is the upper hand if we go into semantics, but maybe the shorter team is gonna do some underhanded moves here and do something cheeky to pull out the dub.
Right, I definitely think that these compositions are quite atrocious and never seen before. But I mean, let's have a look here.
Oh, I love what I'm seeing here.
Both teams on the ball. Joey versus Frost. I mean, we all know Frost is a greater ball here. No offense to our man Joey here, but yeah, I think let's have a look at how the attacking team fares.
Melon starting on the Widow, hooking out. Not really
Goes in,
finding
goes
any
for the
value
shot.
yet.
Not able to find anything. He gets taken
Almost
really
dying,
low.
in fact.
Joey goes in for the slam, gets one off the map, gets two off the map, as Noe goes in for another boot, and Joey takes death himself. Although,
Couldn't say it any better myself. Definitely some pain delivered right there.
oh, and Eagle blinks off the map! Eagle, he just fed and blinks off the map. Noya trying to desperately get out of there, but she is going to be taken really low and taken down by Lab. Now the cart moves, and it seems like, so far, I mean, it was a nice
Frost
try.
wants to create some space here.
Joey going in, but has to get out
Fighting
immediately.
Joey. Frost gets
Frost-
hooked in. He has to get out.
Has to
Does
get out.
not
Shunga
want to
managed to
lose
catch Lab in the first opening pick. Frost goes in for a pile drive, and meanwhile,
And
Melon
hooked
gets
back
in return.
and losing.
Melon clicks two, and Sneaky, meanwhile, on the hog, managed to take down Eagle. And then Linda gets a retaliation shot, Sneaky as well.
The Hog's really going off right now.
Lamb forced out on Joey. Joey on the point, has to feed, has to give his point up now. Meanwhile, Linda still there, misses the hook, but Sneaky doesn't. And it seems that Linda is going to be taken down as this payload gets moved in. But Eagle manages to stall and puts the pulse bomb on the payload. That's not where that goes.
It's like he's giving a parking ticket to that payload.
Right now,
He's telling
Mines,
them to stop right there. But
Mines on
they're
both
not
points, and
stopping.
Joey
They're moving
manages to
forward.
C9. Joey unfortunately C9s as he was back into the corner. Lab pushing forward, so does Frost. He's trying to get to the high ground just to secure his advantage. Linda really on an off angle over there. What is she doing? It seems she's battling Sneaky, but misses the hook. Has to take a breather. She's really deep in there. She should get out. She goes for the hook. Oh god. She gets an armor pack by Chef, but
Not quite finding Melon. He's very low vote. Cancelling the other Hog, meanwhile.
Joey gets pushed off the map, however, and Eagle and Lab, who were having a 1v1, meanwhile, Eagle, he got Tracer Diff right there. Now, the payload just steadily moving along. Shungai has to get out, but gets taken down. They opt to go for the window on the high ground for the Widowmaker. Let's see, can we get some shots? Gets one.
Headshot onto Linda.
Sure, he tries, he looks for an angle, he doesn't manage to find anything. He tries to shoot the hand of the brig, but it doesn't manage out. Now the sight's coming out for Shungai. He goes for it. Can he make, oh, he makes use of it. Doesn't get the headshot, however. Tries to shoot the lamp, shoots it again.
Gets hooked in.
The payload, meanwhile, just moving in. Not much contest going on for this payload, all on the way on the second point. The trans committed by whoever that is. By the K-Trolls. Linda gets the nano, manages to hook there's the enemy Zen into submission. Lab gets Mines into oblivion.
Playing Minesweeper with his life and losing.
Oh, meanwhile, it seems that Tyler is on the off angle. He goes for the C9 and he gets it! He gets the C9! Oh no, and he just stood still and took death to assert dominance on the Hobbits. That is quite a shame.
Pick up a kill before his own swift demise.
That you really hate to see it, the C9s, don't you? It's not something you see very often, and it's something you don't want to see very often.
It's really not.
It's on the same map that
Setting up a 5-pet trap and getting picked off. That was not a peak he expected.
so far the Hobbits are very disorganized. They're just all over the place, getting picked off left, right, and center. And meanwhile, the coordinated dive by the Lucio Tracer and the ball from the Cave Trolls just goes in, finds the picks where needed, while the Hog and the Zen just peacefully sit on cart to contest anyone who dares oppose them.
Easy pickings for Labradoodle right there.
Now it seems that Eagle tries to go for the car. He's the only one who seems to care. He's the only one who goes for it. But Hobbit's constantly at a one-man disadvantage. You hate to see it. The rally coming out from Chef, from Noya.
Fighting Kurosu. Unlucky.
It seems like the pulse bomb comes out onto Noya, and she dies. Linda goes for the hook onto the cart, doesn't get anything. Evie on the Anna, just getting pushed away. Is
All committed by Linda.
And it seems they managed to catch it now, but still, Lab is in their backline, taking down Evie. Kurosu on the payload.
This time they're definitely looking out more for the C9. They don't want to lose it here.
Shanghai has moved over to the Doomfist to try and contest. He goes for it, but doesn't manage to get it. Meanwhile, the Transcendence coming up with the Cave Trolls. Joey, Pal driving in, contest. Noya on the payload, just going away. Sneaky Turtle coming out with the whole hog, and that is going to be it to secure this payload. No, Evie managed to contest, but she gets taken down, and that is 3 points capped for the Cave Trolls.
High diff is called in chat.
That is quite a shame, if you ask me. I mean, if you ask me, looking at it now, Joey is going to lose his title.
It's not looking good for Joey. You know, it should have been Born Taller.
I see Lab is saying that the cart might be too hard to reach for some players, which, I mean, I guess, yes. Joey coming in at a height of 165 might need a little bit of aid acquiring...
We have a report in Twitch chat regarding Lastro. I think he may or may not have been fined. We'll look into that further.
Right, exactly. So the fines will be handed out at the end of the show match. You know, I think. Okay, well, Frost is trying to simp for Linda here, I think. As Linda was asking someone to carry her up the payload.
Are we seeing a Bastion hold close? Are they doing...
Wait, this is not allowed. What are they doing here? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Cave Trolls, what is this?
Oh no, 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 no. You hate to see it.
They need to really shield this well.
Right, I forgot. I managed to Cave Trolls on the defense.
First pick found. Now it's already very losable situation.
Right.
They just go.
Right, no, I don't... looking at this right now, so he gets taken down. He went outside the room too far. Linda tries to eat some of it, but Joey just spamming
Ego
away.
on the angle though, with very low HP, 2 in fact.
Joey is on the horse, his signature hero. He goes in, shields like a fucking Chad, and then goes in. And he manages to just hold the corner. And that's the defense for the Cave Trolls, done and dusted, as the Hobbits push this card. And they go in, they go try to take the advantage, they take the position that is owed to them by right.
No, it was an interesting strat trying to do the hold, but when they got that first pick, like, you knew it was over.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe...
Garage door coming out from Kurosu.
Indeed, but Shanghai managed to find the first pick.
And there's the counter one from Noya.
Both garage doors opening. It seems that Frost was going for the Gravitic Flux, but gets taken down by Joey on the horse. Joey the madman, just going in Lab, going in for the Blizzard.
The Blizzard coming out, just further stall.
Goes in, they managed to get
should
to...
be the fight win, potentially. Although, we're getting more ultimates thrown in.
It is press Q to win, and it seems that the Hobbits need to retreat, as the Cave Trolls have regained control of this card. Melon on the Widow now, trying to contest Eagle on that...
Frost back on the bull.
Right, I mean, Frost, you saw him, he whiffed his ultimate. He couldn't do anything with it, so he had to concede defeat and go in. Now let's move. Let's look at Hobbits here as they try to move in slowly. Linda shielding Melon to deny him anything. Shungai, meanwhile, gets the first pick on Lao. That is huge. That is the maid down. That is a whole bunch of CC.
He's ready with his dragon, but he gets power drive by Frost.
Meanwhile, Joey 1v1ing the enemy Widowmaker on the payload. He goes for it and he managed to take her down. The bump was called by Eagle. Frost goes for the contest. He managed to go through the pile drive. Doesn't get taken down. The trans forced out onto the cave troll side. I have no idea how this is, but meanwhile, it seems that Lap has managed to switch to the Genji. Garage door coming out. Mines follow up as well. 3 down, 4 down for the Hobbits, and it seems
Shungai on the flank, looking if he can maybe C9.
He is hoping
No,
for
he is
no. He has
spotted
been
by
spotted
the
out by Sneaky, and that's it. He's going to have to concede it. Man, no, he manages to get out. He goes for no. Oh,
Maybe
no,
trying to get some.
no, he
picks
managed to
out
get out.
2D.
60 seconds remaining here for the Hobbits to get their attack done and dusted. Shungai takes another pick, opening pick onto Dream Casper. Dream High. Whoops! Alright, Eevee taking down Kurosu. Joey goes for the bongo on the corner. Manages to take down the enemy Zen. Sneaky misses the hook. There's 4 down for the Cave Trolls. Eagle takes 2.
Eagle really
on the
going
top.
off here.
And that should be first point capped for the Hobbits. And off we go here to second point.
Ooh, even finding that late pick, very nice.
Right indeed, Frost on the high ground already. Eagle contesting him. He gets the pile drive on both snipers and Eagle gets taken down. He didn't get the heals he needed. He didn't get the heals he deserved from his supports. Shungai also
Meanwhile,
taken down.
Frost. He's going in, he's power driving.
The dive coming out for the Cave Trolls and they managed to get Eevee on the Hobbits. Meanwhile, Linda just dueling on the high ground here with Kurosu. Lab just not interfering, he's just milling Linda to death. She tries to go for the...
A little bit too deep there for Frost.
The honorable 1v1 going on the high ground, but here now it's interrupted and Linda gets hooked and has to
There's
take
no honorable 1v1s, they're not allowed.
Lab taken down by Eagle. Joey on the fuel skin. He's trying to keep his dreams alive of contesting the title. It seems that the picks are coming in steadily as of now. Alec Gladiator spray on the floor. Have to point that out.
Kind of a sad, really.
Indeed. No leaks. Frost goes
No
for the
leaks.
high ground. Joey goes for the extreme nicely placed
Eagle
bugger.
taken out by Frost.
Yeah, it seems like nobody really cares about Eagle in their backline. He doesn't get the heals he deserves. The bongo taken down.
Destroyed swiftly.
Both garage doors coming out. Although Noya gets taken down by Dream High. And it seems like the Cave Trolls will be sent back to spawn. No, never mind, sorry. The Hobbits will be getting sent back to spawn.
That's right, they couldn't quite reach the objective as previously stated.
Shungai now on the Tracer. He has literally 10 HP, I believe. Let's have a look. How much HP? 16. He tries to get out. But he gets taken down by Frost too late.
Down by Frost.
It's quite unfortunate if you ask me. Meanwhile, Melon on the flank angle with his tire. Look at him. He's flanking. He's going for it. Look at him go. He's in their backline. Do they know? They don't know.
Eagle has the bob, so they definitely have a touch secured, unless Frost does
Oh, they
some
know.
crazy.
There we go. And he goes for the tire, but gets taken
Picking
down.
up, Frost is in. He's
was
kind of
eliminated.
whiffing, but he's maintaining high speed, and that's
The blade
kind of
coming out from Lab. He goes in, forces the lamp out. Lab's destroyed. They go for the
Power
kill.
drive.
Noya dead.
On Noya.
The hook coming out from Sneaky onto Joey. Joey has to concede. Meanwhile, Linda, still the only person alive, gets taken down by Sneaky, and it's 56 remaining. The time is ticking down. They need to get to the point. They need to be able to
Melon
get the
is
touch.
taking the high ground with the Junkrat, because as we all know, Junkrat is the vertical control. We have
Right,
Eagle being in.
Eagle and Joey manage to get the point as well, but Eagle
We
gets
have
taken down.
the worst garage window I've ever seen. What is this?
Eevee forced to use Transcendence on the payload. Linda now on the Diva, having to go and get the high ground. Melon this time, no, Lap on the Widow this time, trying to take the off angle. Eevee gets picked to Joey, retaliates, but Ronnie
Good.
has to fall. Joey gets taken down as well. The trans coming out, the garage door, but Noya gets once again taken down by Frost. And that is it. That is it. Done and dusted. Linda was not able to get to the point. Cave Trolls lead 2-0 at the halftime. Let's look at this play of the game. Honorable by Zen's sharpshooter. Let's see what it is.
See.
Oof! You hate to see
I
it.
did not see that one coming.
Yeah, hate to see it. He goes for it again on the tracer. Oh yes, he does it again. There we go. That was an honorable Zen play of the game right there. So now we will be
Nothing but
going.
honest there.
We will be going to our halftime after a few after this short break. On the desk with your honorable casters, me and Velo. All right,
Indeed.
so let's talk a little bit about the score. I believe we have to. I have to update these. Hobbits still sitting at a big ass 0. Meanwhile, the Cave Trolls with a 2-0 lead at halftime.
That's right.
Right, so
The high diff might indeed be occurring, just like people predicted.
the height diff is occurring, and I'm sad because I was vouching for the Hobbits. They are my people, you know. I can't abandon them. That's quite unfortunate. So let's talk a bit about the past few maps we've seen. First map, Busan. We didn't even get to see the third point. We didn't even get to see Shrine or what I don't know what it's called. We didn't even get to see it. It's a sad, really. Cave Trolls just taking both points really quickly. Hobbits had a few moments. They kept the point a few times, but never quite up to Cave Troll standards, I believe.
You see, the reason they speedrun that map so quickly is because when you're taller, you have longer legs, so you can run faster.
Right,
At
exactly.
least that is what I'm told by the great team over at Blazing Boost, who have taught me a lot about height diff.
Right, but you see, Blazing Boost, they also like made a different, like in that research they also told us that right, you might be taller, you might have the taller legs, you might be able to run like faster, take bigger steps, but when you're smaller, you have the aerodynamics on your side, right?
That is also true.
It's like Formula One. Everything's about aerodynamics. You gotta perfect yourself to be able to just the air resistance. You can't have it. So I believe, therefore, the Hobbits, they have the smaller surface area. They can just move faster that way. So I guess it's quite balanced. But
Yeah. In theory, there's a path of less resistance for them.
Exactly. Now, though, moving on to the second map, which I believe was Dorado. You hate
Yeah.
to see it. We had 2 C9s. No, we have one
Yeah.
C9, right?
At least one, which
Yeah.
is still more than we should have.
It's one C9. You hate to see it. Melon just saw the opportunity and had to go for it. The hold from the cave trolls on their attack with the Bastion was honorable, but I don't
Didn't quite
believe.
work out.
Yes, it didn't exactly go according to their plan, I believe.
But
Um,
they bounced back and they held them up.
They did indeed. Now, on Volskaya Industries, which is our next map, we will be seeing something that has been missing in the last show match. We're going to go for some comms checks this time around and see how both teams fare on what is arguably the most hated game mode in this beautiful
Ooh,
game.
I don't know if I want to hear about Hobbit comms. They're gonna be, actually, they might be more determined to win after
Right.
that performance.
I mean, they have to. Right, so far here, I'm going to call the Hobbits out. I'm sorry. But I'm on your side here. I have great faith. I have put my bets here. Like, if you disappoint Don KC, let's just say there will be punishment.
You don't mess with the Mafia boss.
You don't mess with a Don. Um, I will have my capos directed to you, and they will take care of you, and then we have to send in janitor Matt, who will clean up the mess that we've made. Right, this is very loud on the notifications side, but I appreciate the follows that are coming through. The Pepega League thanks you for your service. Now, I guess, is there anything else you wish to discuss in this halftime, fellow caster and analyst Capovello?
I'm looking on the desk on my script, but I don't see any more for this part of the show match. So I think we're ready to move on to Volskaya Industries.
Right, Volskaya Industries, the Russian map for the Russian Mafia. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That was leaks. Anyhow, moving on to the Assault map, which is Volskaya, after these short messages. The Pepega League is brought to you by KGB Archiver. When in need, the KGB will always have your back. Joey's Master Plan. The plan for guaranteed success in your video games. And Incel. Never inside. And we're in the game here this time around on Volskaya Industries. So, Capovello,
Yes.
who do you think is going to win this, looking at the subs that have been made?
Well, we have Cake and Mumpy coming in on beside of the cave trolls, which is pretty scary if you ask me. And we have Pitwin coming in on the side of the hobbits.
Right.
I think I'm definitely gonna be looking out for that Danish matchup of Mompy versus Pitwin.
And it seems, looking at it here, that the cave trolls are going to go for another bastion strat. They know they have the advantage. They know they're 2-0 up, and they know they can take this risk to go into the game and possibly defeat the cave trolls. And that
Oh,
ooh,
teleportation to Ryan up close.
ooh,
I really like this.
I can sense a pin coming in. Meanwhile, the attacking hobbits are going to go for a more traditional approach, the good old pull hook combo.
And with double sniper with Eagle Pit.
And here they go then. Let's look at it. Mumpy on the high ground. Pit has found him out already. He has to go. They know
He has a
up.
nose for fellow Danes.
And he goes in, he charges, and he dies.
But it's blocked
Joey.
by the Gold Orisa.
Joey, he is the golden Orisa. He is, well,
The Horse Whisperer.
Indeed he is. The pull hook not being able to be found, but they take out Sneaky on the Zarya. Joey
Lab backing out
galloping.
the Bastion around the corner.
He's galloping onto the objective, takes down the turret, and that is going to be a swift first point take for the Hobbits. Although the BAP and the Symmetra are still in the back line, but Kate gets taken down.
Still trying, but no avail.
And that's it. That's first point taken by the Hobbits. As we move in for our second point attack.
I think once they started going, you know, they remembered about the aerodynamic laws and they just didn't stop. They went in.
Right, Pit
You know,
gets
not
taken
even a
out.
pinning Ryan stopped them there.
Pit gets taken out quickly, but the Bastion still on the cart. Joey, he's being flanked by the Bastion. He needs to take cover. Although, yeah, he can't live that far.
Be getting stunned, but still managing to protect his teammates with his shield.
Eagle takes honorable death.
Chef, shield bashing off the cliff promptly after getting booped.
Seems like Lab is going to go. Well, he's on the Chinese Bastion skin. He's honoring.
Honoring our overlords.
Exactly. We need. Okay, so it seems like the cave trolls are going to go for an interesting defense here. They're going to push up really aggressive, even with the TP.
Dragon coming out from Pitwin, playing
Doesn't
them off.
actually get anything though. If Linda can secure the kill onto Kurosu,
Kurosu
which
gets
she does,
murdered.
the
Cold
Bastion
blood.
ult comes out. Okay, the pin comes in from Mompy, but doesn't
Monkey
manage to get
finding
it.
Eevee.
Eagle goes in for the kill onto the Bastion, doesn't manage to get it though. He's backing off, he's healing. He's being ulted into the corner. That's a waste of an ultimate if you ask me, especially if you're 2 down. The Lamp coming out from Cake to try and battle with the Orisa of Joey, but then
Joey
Chef,
committing his own bongo.
right?
But the pin comes out and finds no one.
Mompy just seems to wanting to pin, like all the way across the map. Meanwhile, Joey just moves in on the pin. The heal's not enough to keep Joey up, unfortunately. The damage from the Symmetra is too great. And it seems
And
like...
Melon just getting pick after pick after pick. He's beaming them down, but finally he gets taken down by Pitwin.
Right, the capture percentage starts, but Kurosu is on the point. He does go for the beat to protect his Bastion. Meanwhile, Joey on the ball. He's decided to swap, but he doesn't... isn't able to get
getting
anything.
pincer attack from both sides. There was nothing he could do there.
Alright, I think it's time to go in for a comms check on the side of the Hobbits. Velo, if you would do me the honors of dragging me, I'll have a look at their comms.
On the elevator.
Yeah, they're on the platform.
He's going up and
on the platform.
You got back! I have back them! Go! These
There's
up!
no limp.
Up!
Go on, Eagle.
Zarya! Sim, behind her, over there. Winnable. Lucio.
He's dead.
Ryan on point.
Bash.
Bastion booked off.
Oh my god, that's so good!
Alright, that was quite the comms check right there, I believe.
Very excited.
They sound very excited. They don't seem to be taking the 2-0 so seriously. They're just having fun, right? It's
You know, you could say they're not feeling down about it, even though they are the shorter individuals in the lobby.
right. They might have the low ground when it comes to the height, but they definitely have the moral high ground when it
Yes.
comes to this show match. Now, may I just point out that our gracious sponsors Pringles is helping me stay nourished through this this entire match. As
Thanks,
you know,
Pringles.
we have an additional sponsor halfway through the match. Pringles has decided to come in and save my ass. Now, going in following the Hobbits Right, these are the Hobbits on the defense. I keep forgetting. I need to get an overlay for
Yes.
in-game. I need to know. Now, they're going to go for a close hold, it seems like. Or no. Ooh, they're going to go and defend in the red house, which is not too often seen as Joey goes for the high ground. I still need to swap around the attacking and the defending
Yes.
icons. Moving on.
We have Team Cave Trolls pulling out the Bastion Sim once again.
Linda seems to be taking
And we
a
have
bit
an
of a...
interesting setup from the Hobbits inside this house that no one ever uses.
Right, and
And
let's
they're
see.
swiftly retreating because they realize they're TPing around.
But Joey gets a
Joey
double
putting
boot!
2 boops!
It's a huge one. That's why Joey should be the ball player on Wagons from now on. Frost who?
Labradoodle dropping onto point without his shield, but Lamp gets committed to make sure he stays healthy.
Chef is trying to get him. And Lab gets taken down. The point not managed to get a take.
Pin comes out, not finding anything.
Moppy decides to go for the pin.
Moppy picked off by his fellow Dane once again.
Kurosu tries to get out. Dashpili gets bubbled. He's on 1 HP and he gets out. Now, Joey already back
Will we
from
see
spawn.
a change of plans?
I believe
Yes,
we
we
do.
have a
Lab
Doomfist up.
going over to the Doomfist. And Kurosu gets taken down by Linda on the quick hook. Her hog is something to be feared. Honestly, as we saw last time in Boomers vs. Zoomers, her hog is...
Power drive coming from Joey, not finding the most value, but he does find the escape.
That is it indeed. Now, Doomfist
Lamp
punching in.
is committed, actually.
Lab going in for the punch. Doesn't manage to get anything. Gets taken down by Joey and Chef in the backline. The garage comes out from Cake, but
Fang
the
comes out.
Dragon Strike
Yep.
gets Kurosu. And that's already a bit better hold for the Hobbits than the Cave Trolls have ever managed to put in on this point. Cake takes down Eagle, but he'll be back.
Honestly, Tailwind is playing very consistently. I think he might be an MVP candidate this time.
You know, I have to say, I do wish that they were playing some comps that were more grouped together, because specking this is honestly a nightmare, and I do apologize.
Yes.
But looking at it now, Joey goes in for the mines, doesn't even get
Crazy
anything.
aggressive mines, but
He's definitely zoning out their spawn.
they cannot go home. Now they have to go in. He's removing any doubts in their heads.
Lab really just not managing to
Big
find anything
onto
with the
Mumpy, but
Doomfist.
it gets cleansed by Bubble.
Chef gets Lucio Diff.
We have a
Back
TP into the backline with a pin following, but again, not finding much.
Linda committing the hog ult. She's very low. Kurosu goes for the beat, and it seems like the entirety of the Hobbits has been cleaned out, except for Eagle. Now
Well,
the
I've
question
got to
is,
respect the playstyle Mumpy is sticking with. He's not swapping it, he's just staying on the Rhine. Never mind, he's on ball now.
he is on the ball. He did swap the playstyle.
Never mind, that's disrespect from me, Mumpy. You should stay on the Rhine.
And it seems like he's 1v1ing Joey in on the second point right now. Quickly, the Cave Trolls are moving in on the second point as a unit. They're going in. Lab misses the
We have a
Doomfist
bullfight
lead.
on the high ground.
He goes
Outright
for
up
the
and go.
ultimate. Where is he going to land? He's going to land on the high ground, and and he gets hooked and killed
Oh,
by
the
Pip.
hook.
The hook into arrow combo, the stun is invaluable. Meanwhile, it seems that Mumpy is just in the enemy backline, chilling and going along his business. Meanwhile, Pit goes in and ults the Symmetra,
Oh,
who
but the
TPs
TP out of the dragon.
Right, Pit,
He
I
did not
don't know.
account for the teleport.
Right, Pit, I don't know what you're doing, but if you were to do that in a scrim, you'd be getting the eviction notice as we speak. But that was quite an atrocious dragon, if you ask me. Now, Eevee desperately
Let
trying
me
to
know
stay
if you're a
alive.
left keep it.
Eevee is very deep in. She has to use the self heal. Joey has to use the mine. The ult, the nano boost coming out onto
Ooh.
Melon, but he gets picked off by Eagle and Linda combo. Kurosu on the objective as a Lucio player. Just
Bubble
reminding something.
coming in
The
out
double
now.
nade from Cake. That is huge. Now the mines onto the point by Melon.
Recourse
Joey just-
force.
Joey either getting pushed into a wall or being mined into oblivion. Second tick coming out for the Cave Trolls.
They have the
beat-
grab, they can stop this touch. and
The beat coming out
even
from
gets back.
Chef, but he only beat it himself. Pit
Not the
gets taken
biggest
down by the
value
mines.
grab, but it worked out, I think.
Joey gets beamed down by the Zarya and Sim combo, the double beam as we like to call it. And that is the second objective capped for the Cave Trolls. However, the Hobbits did
Joey,
indeed win the
He
scrim.
thinks it's just scrim, but in fact we're playing the map out.
That indeed, we're going to go for round 2 of our
Slightly
defense.
less, smaller time banks, but
Now, Velo, I have to ask you here. I'm looking at a sign. Can you make any sense of these stats?
that is just some of the data that was brought to you by Blazing Boost. This is actually the leaks of the script for the Showmatch. I won't show that on.
Oh, right. Maybe yes. Maybe that's a good idea. All right, and we have Joey coming in with his faithful horse again. Let's follow him. If I can. Yep, there we go. Let's follow him all the way back to the first. But look at him galloping with style. Look at him go. He's waving hello to us. Thank you, Joey. How are you doing today? Since the Hobbits will be defending, I don't have to change the strategy. Although they're going to go for a fair defense this time around. With Pit on the Farah, Chef on
Cave
the
Trolls
Ego.
thinking about what comp they want. We've got Monkey Ryan potentially.
So double main tank, definitely something we haven't seen in a long time, except for if it was Orisa Ryan. But the Ryan, the
It's
Ryan.
like they watched the Contenders EU finals and decided, haha, that looks funny, let's play it.
I mean, if it's playing the Contenders, they might think it's worth to go for it. But it seems that they just want to go for a TP strat. Lab goes in, gets the TP in. They manage to avoid the choke. They wall
Shielded
to
and
shield
Wolf
them.
to secure it. Joey
Joey doesn't manage to find anyone with a pull. The Farah just spamming away. They want to take the high ground.
Oh,
In
the
the
hook. Not finding much though.
Linda goes in for the side. Pit just spamming into the room right now, trying to get
They
as
just
much
need to
damage as possible.
stabilize.
They try and go in on Linda. She
And-
gets found out. She has to go for the self heal. Chef manages to keep her out. She gets frozen down and gets taken down by the Mei.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
Eagle and Vietnam finding the key pick onto the Mei. They no longer have Mei Wool to keep them as safe.
Joey gets taken down, but it
also
seems like the
finding
Chef is going for the
Labrador.
res onto the Hog. And now the Farah just spamming away. Chef needs to get out of there, but he gets taken down by Swinging Sneaky, who takes down both supports. And it seems like
First
Linda,
decides he's had enough of Eagle and promptly takes him out.
Linda, the
in
sole
the name
member
of the
alive on the
method.
point, gets charged and pinned, and he has to take death. Joey just tries to stall for time on this point, tries to mitigate the damage that is being done by this atrocious hold, as the Cave Trolls just fed into them.
Lucio
Just-
diff is cool, except they don't have a Lucio.
Right, yeah,
So-
there is no Lucio, so I don't know what diff you can have.
Good one.
Now, the Cave Trolls have the Coalescence to go in, and the Shatter, as they do for the Primal. So, let's see, can they use these ultimates to their advantage? But, the Barrage coming out, it's ready. Let's do, will they do it? The Doomfist in the backline.
Arage comes out. We have a res onto Eagle. Chef in Ego mode.
Indeed, Pit, will they go for the Barrage? He tries to get frozen, he almost does get frozen, but it seems
Labrador
like
almost getting a pick onto Eevee, but whiffing in the end.
it does seem that the Cave Trolls will not be securing this second objective right now, although they do still have their beat, their Mailed and their Shatter. But on the opposite side, it seems that the Hobbits have a lot of ults on their bank as well, and Eagle swaps to the preemptive Bastion to just take it down. Now, let's look at it here as the... well, Mumpy has to touch. He is the only one who is able to touch fast enough. Although...
And he does. The Maywolf secures it as he is not instantly deleted by Bastion. And
They
the Blizzard
decide to
comes
solo
out.
mail the Bastion. Joey's still frozen on the edge of it. Although Linda providing defensive cover with the freeze. Although it does seem like the Cave Trolls aren't... oh, the Cave Trolls do get
Shatter
Shatter.
comes out.
Dream High
Now
on LeMay, just still getting taken down by Eevee with a nade. And now Kurosu on the point as the final member remaining. He gets taken down, and this is it. 3 points, no takes captured for the Cave Trolls. Now moving on to the Hobbits attack. Let's see, can they do better? Can they cap the extra take?
Hobbit's definitely feeling good about that hold.
Definitely, I think there'll be a definitive happiness on their side right now. Now, we are going to be going in for another comms check, this time on the Cave Trolls side. as soon as this game begins. We want to be witnessing their attack. We want to be witnessing their entire first point cap, or like their entire first point defense, hopefully. But let's look at it here. What are they going to come out with as I swap
What's their plan
the
looking like?
graphics? Cave Trolls decided to come out with a Pharah of their own.
Aura Echo.
Pharah Echo, the Sky Duo.
They want to dominate the sky because you can't dominate high ground harder than from the sky.
Right, but you see, the sky, right, it's quite high up, so you don't have any cover. Which is, I think, where the the hobbits are going to be pulling that slight advantage, you know? They're going to be able to see...
They do have Eagle on the Widow, that is true. They also have Pit on their own Pharah. So
Right,
we'll see how
which
that
is
duel plays
Pit,
out.
I wonder what happened to Pit's last barrage. I didn't see it. His barrage was missing. So I didn't quite spot it. Eagle gets taken down to 1 HP
Okay,
in spawn.
we're going into comms check.
Right, comms check, let's go.
Don't lie.
Oh, I'm one. No.
Worth.
I want to rest now.
They have to go in together, right? So just say where they're going.
They're going main. They're main. Hog
Oh, no,
left.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
come
no,
back.
no.
Go on, far.
Mercy, Mercy tag once. Mercy tag
Mercy,
once.
mercy.
I'm back on one sec.
Hog on point.
Hawkinson.
Hog no heal,
Hog no breather.
Nice, I'm...
Wrist support.
I'm Rissa one.
Yeah, with the left side, with the top left.
Just chill.
I'm gonna rest. I'm resting.
You're Mercy.
Mercy.
Oh wait.
Fall one.
But I can hit them. Oh fuck.
Big boop.
I'm gonna boob again.
You have nano?
No.
Okay.
Let me. Yeah, kill Orisa.
Right, so coming back from that comms check, it does seem like the cave trolls are taking it a lot more seriously than the hobbits. Look at that comms diff.
Yes, definitely more serious, but that's to be expected after not capping the full points again.
They want to take this point, they want to take this map and secure their lead 3-0, but I have faith still that the hobbits might still be able to pull something out of the bag here with the barrage coming in soon and the
Out
Hoggle.
economy is definitely in their favor.
Oh my god, they nano the Pharah mid-air barrage. Gets 2, gets 3, gets
Ooh.
4.
Melon keeps looking for more.
Indeed he does. Melon with the Pharah diff. Wow, that is unexpected. I don't think... The hobbits need to get to the point. They have 30 seconds remaining. They need to get in there.
There's still a copy available for the cave trolls, which is not looking good for hobbits, to be
I
honest.
think they might go and copy the Pharah, if I'm honest with you. That would be my pick on...
Double Pharah would be pretty scary.
Now, let's have a look. Who's going to touch the
We
point
have
for the hobbits?
Battle Eagle. We have from Chef, not really finding much.
Pit gets taken down before he can barrage. Chef, no res available. That's it. And the barrage coming out
There
from
it
Lab
is.
on the copy. And now Joey, the only one on the point, able to secure anything. Eagle trying to help in the backline, but it's not going to be enough. Joey, he's getting possessed. He can't do it on his own. He can't carry any harder. The bomb coming out from Sneaky Turtle gets Joey. And that is it, I'm afraid. That is going to be anything that the hobbits can throw out our way. The
The
cave
latest
trolls.
intel from Blazing Boost tells me 2 Pharahs is better than 1.
That is true. 2 Pharahs definitely going in, especially when one of them can just charge ult as the copy in 2 seconds. Now,
Name of anime and I donate more.
There's a tempting deal in the tip note there from Geisa.
Russ, yes indeed. So, looking at this play of the game here, it's quite an interesting one. He looks for more, but Cave Trolls leading 3-0 into the halftime. Not into the halftime, into the next map, which will be getting back in 3 minutes. Now, whilst we're at it, I'm going to pause this for a minute and use this pause as to reply to this gracious donation by Geisep. Unfortunately, I cannot leak the anime, especially not on stream. It is a Mafia secret, you know. The Don has to secure his intel. So yeah, we'll be right back after these short messages. due to some technical difficulties regarding the Hobbits, we will be having to extend our timer by another additional minute. And we are back, and we are joining you here from our desk.
Wow. How
We,
convenient.
we just, so basically we're attacking from our desk. It seems that and they're destroying our desk. Look at it, Velo. This is not nice, is it?
We're cleaning up the super secret documents. You see the script right there.
Oh yes, right here, the script.
Yeah, this Showmatch is actually just all scripted. Every
Yeah.
single kill, every single play.
Yeah,
it
right. You
was
see here,
handcrafted by the shadow overlords at the Pepega Mafia.
exactly. And this, like you see here, we have the attack plan. First, they need to move in to the Omnic infantry and the Omnic artillery, or something like that, and move in.
That's right.
And then they need to attack the Schnelleinsatzgruppe. Okay, let's move
Yes.
into this attack. Alright.
As you see, Shungite is on the Crusader character. We've got the Ronnie Ryan.
Ronnie Ryan,
I have to say it twice.
this was
because
teased
it's
to
that
me
good.
as I went and screamed at them for getting their main tank in because they were waiting so long. Now, Ronnie on the Rhine, it's been known to happen a lot in the past, but it's always been on hybrid.
Finding a pick.
Georgia finding a pick in the backline, and that's when they
Very
move in.
chaotic fight back here, but we have a hack coming out onto the melon bull.
Dream High going into the backline and getting taken down. Oh my god, that is Dream
That is
High! That's a 5,000
That's a
scrim
fine.
That's a fine right there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now the Hobbits on the attack, going in. They're playing Somra, they're playing the funny character, right? So they move to point, they have to go and attack this objective. Melon just on the ball, just
Ronnie
you know.
desperately trying to stay alive. He's pinning randomly, but not finding any value.
I mean, the value is achieved by Ronnie distracting the enemy, and then the team just moves in and takes them down. Now, the payload moving
Ronnie
forward.
also farming his own fight.
Right, indeed. Now, Joji going in and taking out Chef on the Echo, which is not a hero I've been seeing him in a lot. But meanwhile, Linda is on the flank of the Aegis, gets hooked, gets taken down by Cake.
Cake
Ronnie immediately
cancelling.
just charges in, gets Cake! Oh my god, look at that! Cake takes a breather. Ronnie, desperate, he needs to get out. He's backing off, he decides to retreat to his team. He knows what's wise. He needs to pin in again. There we go, he pins away from danger. The payload only has gotten past the choke.
Well, Melon getting hacked on point.
Ronnie decides to shatter too. He gets it and he gets the slam, but then he gets taken down by Cade. Now the
Shrimp has
EMP
the
is
EMP.
available. Indeed.
That
the
is a
EMP.
free white button.
Now the question is, when are they going to opt to use this EMP? They have to regroup now. They're playing Tob on attack, which I haven't even noticed. Chef opted to swap out to that now. Although Melon, not a fan of the turret, takes it down. Ronnie just going off like in the front line. He's taking space, but gets taken down. He just got bursted down. Holy hell, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems like Chef will be the next person to fall. The MP comes out, the B from Noya to keep everyone alive. Mocho taken down. And it seems like Frost follows soon into the grave. The turret on the sideline just spamming out.
Trying to hide, missing the hook onto Eevee.
I don't even know where Cake is. It seems that he has gone. Oh, there he is
In
in
the
the castle. And Linda just doesn't take any like anything from her opponent on the same hero, and just decides to go for the whole hog.
We have a turret up for protecting the high ground.
Right, that turret has a great value
the mines.
right now. The mine's coming out on the point, but Shrimp still on the point. They do copy the summer, but she gets taken down immediately. Not able to build the hack on time because of that turret spamming away on the high ground. Chef really deciding for optimal turret placement there. The B coming out from Mocho. He goes in for the boop. Not able to get anything. They managed to get the res onto Frost. Frost on the echo. And it seems like Melon tries to go for the
Hack coming out.
and gets hacked. Forced to go down. Pulse bomb coming out, but the recall comes out. Cake this time going in for the whole hog combination. The slam coming out from Ronnie gets 2 again. And there we go. That is a second point capped. Not yet, but it's going to be second point capped quickly. Oh, but Mocho!
Unless the boop.
Mocho gets 2! Oh my god. That is why the Lucio... Well, is it a Lucio diff? I don't know.
I don't know. They're both solid Lucios.
Both solid Lucios.
Okay, we have a bit of a wacky shield. Not to prevent himself from the hack there from Melon.
Right.
And we have a big whoa, but
Oh, and
the
Shrimp.
EMP comes out.
The EMP with no follow-up.
5.
Eevee getting frozen. Tries to stay alive on the payload. As long as possible. Gets
Frost
taken down.
living up to his name, playing May, the Frosty character.
I mean, it might be appropriate considering it's Frost to play Let It Go right now, but you know, DMCAs, we're not allowed. Also, I think we still have the comms check graphic on, which I forgot to disable.
We've been checking the comms this whole time, but not really found much.
Now we're checking the Pepega comms, you know, the caster comms. I knew I forgot something.
So when are we sending it over to the real casters?
We're sending it over to the real casters in the next game, but Nano coming out onto Dream High for the to try and retake it, but it seems that the Hobbits have already lost 3 players and they need to retreat. The heals are just too strong and they can't get the pick. Oh, and Linda decides to commit the Hoggle. That is a crazy feed if you ask me. Shungai just standing there.
Oh.
Gets antied.
Shungai holding on for dear life.
It seems like he'll be Shungaiting a little bit further back into the point.
He's backing up to the La Casa.
Exactly.
Oh, but he finds the enemy Ryan.
Oh, and a charge coming in from Melon. He charges them all the way into their spawn, into their team. He shatters them and takes them down.
Out. And now
again,
Shungai has his own shatter.
yes, but this is where the Hobbits should be retreating. They need to take care. Oh, but Shungai gets
Flashbang
stunned.
comes out onto Shungai.
Oh, the boop coming out from Noya. That's a huge boop. She gets rid of Melon for a prolonged period of time by sending him off the edge. Although Melon's not taking it. Now chasing Noya. Like, he's not having any of it. He wants to get retaliation for that boop. Noya getting chased down, still running. But meanwhile, on the...
Shrimp Doom going in.
Oh my god, they ult in their spawn. That is BM. I think that might be worth a fight of its own. Ronnie managed to get the big slam, but no follow-up. Actually, Chef does get 2. Chef does get 3. Now, the duel here on the bridge. Sneaky on the Ana. Gets taken down.
Chef has become the follow-up. Grab comes out solo.
Cake decides to grab. It seems that
Cake
Shrimp
is very
goes
afraid.
in for the Doomfist. Mocho has to beat to keep him alive, but it doesn't do enough. It only gets 2, him and Joji. And that's it. Oh, but look at that. Mumpy just pins in. Melon, sorry.
Oh.
Gets the shatter onto 4.
Oh.
And the Joji
Chef
comes
copies
in.
the Ryan, but
with
gets frozen.
The high noon.
He is not allowed to play the video game, just like most tank players when they
Eevee gets
CMA.
slammed in the backline. Melon really adopting the Mumpy playstyle by charging in everywhere. And the Meteor Strike coming out onto the Mei, which he gets. Shrimp on the Doomfist, still alive. He tries to make something work. He still has full HP. He's trying to... I bet he gets taken down eventually. Now, I believe it is time for the last
For
50
another
seconds to go for another comms check on the defending side. Let's have a look, fellow. Let's go for another comms check.
Which team?
Hobbits, Kestrels.
Okay.
Get out.
I can touch for a second.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, I can touch as well. I'm on ball. I can just go.
Go Evie.
Oh, I'm sleeping on point.
I need healing badly.
I want heals,
Come on left.
Echo dead. Okay, I'm gonna play shadow. I'm going spawn. Hi fellow.
Hello, stream. Okay,
It seems they care more about the stream than about their winning, but they are going to hold this third point nonetheless. As that is going to be it. 2
You
points.
can't deny, it's very fun to watch this team.
2 points and 50 meters taken for the Hobbits on their attack before they got held by the cave trolls. Now, looking at this, well,
Plenty of smiles in the chat.
yeah,
I
they
think
do
I'll be
like
joining
it.
in.
Yeah, I can only provide with a winky face, I believe, instead of a smile. Holy hell, what is that? What is that, chat?
Wow.
Um,
Oh, we have the cringe. Cool.
Wow. Wow, that's terrible. Alright, let's see, look at the newspaper. Oh wait, this is a script! Fellow, how did our script get the first point?
Wow. You know, when they press W as hard as they did, it moves.
Right, do you think the
Ronnie brought it with him, because he wanted to see how it ends, and he was reading it on his way.
Right, I see. He wanted to get some extra reading to, you know, get stuff done. Now, well, looking at these comps, Ronnie obviously going to defending on the run, but it seems like the cave trolls are going to opt for the May, which is just sad, if you ask me.
Hobbits defending is 5? Question mark. Okay, we have the Winston coming in, slightly delayed, but they'll do fine.
Moving in as a unit. My apologies. They're going in, the Doofus goes in, takes Linda down immediately. Linda really low, gonna be forced to take it out. Ronnie dead immediately because of the wall. Beautiful wall there coming out by Joji. And it seems like now...
Frost not quite getting the turret and dying to it.
Now it seems like
That was
Evie
very unfortunate.
Evie gets taken down. That's a huge chunk of healing gone. Noya staying alive on the point with her expert Lucio skills, but she retreats inside eventually. They are going to concede a few ticks to the point. Does Ronnie go in for the touch again? Ronnie tries to, but he gets lasered down. Noya, in the meantime, gets ambushed by Frost in the backline. Although she does get the kill on Joji, so that is going to be a late spawn for Team Cave Trolls. Never mind. I am mistaken.
We have
Now-
Shrimp on the angle.
They push quite aggressively. Melon gets taken down. The Rhine diff coming out. Chef with the turret placement again optimal takes down Frost. Now who are they chasing here on this high ground? Right, they have Zarya and the Lucio in their backline. Now they're really going in for that. They decide, nah, we're not caring about the payload. We
Yeah,
want these stragglers.
This room is the new battlefield. Cake commits the grab.
He does commit the grab,
no
but doesn't
follow-up
manage to get
available.
anyone. But the only follow-up was himself, and he was taken to the grave. Now Frost on the high ground has to go in. Linda taken down low. Ronnie blocks the shatter like a Chad. Meanwhile, Frost just unable to get a pick or get anything done. Melon taken really low. The Coalescent forced out on Sneaky. Doesn't manage to get anyone though. Chef taken down by Motro, however, with the help of the Coalescence. Now, Shrimp is on the Tracer. He's looking for a bait. He's looking for a target. Linda going to be jumping in from the high heavens. On that Winston, lasering away, gets taken down really far. Doesn't manage to jump back up to the high ground. Retreats to the safe space of the turret to retrieve healing. Now, I believe the shatter comes out from Ronnie. He does get Frost, who... I don't know how he got shattered there. But Dream High once again gets taken down with the
Coming
help
out from Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Not quite finding Frost there. But finishing him off with the Fire Strike.
And indeed, the Fire Strike accuracy is through the roof for Shanghai, if you ask me. Stats by Blazing Boost suggest that he has a 93% accuracy on the Fire
Very impressive indeed. And there's another one onto Cake. Cake did not see that coming.
Exactly, and it seems like the cave trolls are going to opt for a different approach here. But Linda does find them. She's forced to retreat, but gets charged, gets beaten, and she's
Cake
out.
runs
And the quick
in.
shatter coming out from Melon.
Shatter coming out.
The lamp wasn't enough to save him.
Finding massive value. We have Chef on the hard flank. Not really doing much, to be honest. Just shooting the wall because he's so short and he can't reach above it.
Right, it seems that they are playing the small characters. Evie taking down by Frost. Noya goes for the boop with the Frost. She does get it, but no, he manages to get back inside, and she pays the price dearly for it with a punch to the face. Now, Melon charging to the high ground, the turret in the backline, just causing some damage. Chef just really chilling, just hammering his turret away.
Chef focusing more on keeping his turret alive than touching point. He knows his priorities.
Shrimp does manage to take down Melon. Now, gets taken down himself with a beam. Big shatter coming out from Shungai. He does manage to get everyone, but he gets grabbed in the process. Does get the lamp, gets to defend himself, but gets taken down by a hook. And then it seems that Linda is the master of the environmentals.
Barely survives the boop.
Frost takes down Chef on the high ground. Motro and Noya having a 1v1, which now gets interrupted by Joji. Sorry, by Shrimp. Now, the second point getting dangerously close to being capped as Shrimp is still trying to desperately
Lamp comes out.
Stay on this point.
Not able to stay alive.
Ronnie and Melon are having a 1v1, which is getting interrupted by Motro, which is just really dishonorable if you ask me. Now, 2 minutes remaining on the clock, and that is going to be a touch for the second point by Shrimp. He is just really caring about this payload, but he does not manage to keep it alive long enough for his teammate to follow up.
Hog comes out.
Let's go for the whole
A lot
hog.
of low targets potentially, but not enough support to keep her
Enough to
alive.
be fine. Ronnie taken down low. Evie not able to survive into the backline by the big push that is being carried out by the cave trolls. It's just a reset at this point for the Hobbits. They have like one fight, maybe two if they get to the point they can test it. But Motro is just Reddit Lucio.
Motro is just vibing, Reddit Lucioing around. Just displaying his mechanics.
Right, and that's the huge shot coming out from Melon apparently in the backline, which we didn't catch. But the graph coming out from Cake, just trying to zone them. The window coming out from Evie. Doesn't manage to get into one. Beat from Noya.
The beat.
Sorry, from Motro.
From Motro to keep his team alive.
Shrimp and Chef on the payload, desperately trying to make something work. Shrimp, last man alive on the payload. Can he make something work? Noya joining him there as well, but gets taken down by Motro. Now Shrimp, the last one alive again, gets the harmony ult from
just
heal. Shrimp really doing his best, they're giving it his all. Ronnie doesn't manage to get a shatter in this time around though, as the bubble carries down. Linda forced to take a breather. Frost kept punching him, and that is the cleanup. Shrimp might be able to get a touch, and that is it. Cave Trolls take the lead 4-0. Oh, wow.
Going according to the script. Brought to you by Blazing Boost.
Wait, there was a script that said the Cave Trolls were going to lead 4-0?
Yeah, did you not read it?
No, I didn't. I wrote it. Oh my god, that boop.
Wow. The rollout and then the boop.
That's quite interesting. Alright, well, we will be moving over to another short halftime where we'll be discussing our MVP candidates after these short messages. back on the desk, ladies and gentlemen, for our second halftime show presented by Pepega Mafia. Now, Velo, we've come here together today to discuss some interesting things, right? So, first off, map 3, Volskaya, looked a lot closer. Hobbits
Definitely did.
Definitely going for a respective hold, but Cave Trolls just came out on top with a full hold on first point. They weren't able to do anything about it. Now, Eichenwald, Hobbits looked promising. It really did.
Yes.
They managed to push all the way to the third point. Cave Trolls, I believe they were going for a slight bit of a throw with
You could say about Hobbits as well, like the Chef Torb on the flank.
Well,
Not
no,
the
no,
most optimal play,
Okay,
but
the
very
Chef
fun to watch.
The Chef Torb on the flank might not have been the most optimal play, but the Torb definitely got its value when he was not flanking. Now, in the meantime, let's talk about something else, right? So, for the next map, we will be going over to our to be determined game mode, which is going to be no limits. So the way we're going to do it, we're going to get someone from the Hobbits in here first, and then we are going to be determining the game mode. So let's ask the Hobbit representative. Who are we going to have represent? Well, actually, we're just going to go and ask them, I think. We're going to go into their chat and ask.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to do, however, disable Discord because otherwise we'll have logos everywhere. Alright, and... Alright, Hobbits, you're all on the stream. Welcome, on the desk.
Hello.
We want to ask
Hello.
you a very important question for the No Limits game. Which game mode do you want to play on?
What does that mean?
Controls?
Control, hybrids,
Can we do Lijiang?
Control.
You don't pick map, you pick
Oh, we don't
mode.
pick map. Okay.
Yeah, you don't pick
The
map.
enemy will pick the...
Wait, am I even
With
playing?
Yeah, you're fine. No. I think Koth is the best friend.
We're doing Koth is the last mode.
spinning on Koth. Could you
Koth
imagine?
Control.
Koth is
It'll
the
be
big
12
mode.
balls.
Koth is the last mode, so we're not doing
Okay.
Do you have to do
Hybrid
hybrid?
then?
Do
that. Hybrid? Okay. We're
Yeah.
going
And then
hybrid.
Do you hybrid or just payload? Pick either, I think.
Okay, hybrid it is.
Hybrid.
Alright, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's move over to the Cave Trolls and ask them what map they want to pick. Alright, Cave Trolls, excuse me to interrupt, you're on the desk, everyone.
Hello.
We have important questions to ask
Hello.
you. So, the Hobbits have picked hybrid for the No Limits game. So,
Yes.
it's up to you guys to pick what map now. Which map in the hybrid category do you want to play?
What's the best ball map?
Icon?
Well, we just played Icon.
You're not on
Yeah,
board.
doesn't matter.
Icon ball is bad for ball, relatively.
We pick Lijiang.
No,
We pick Lijiang,
Hybrid.
Hold on, I'll check what I'll quickly have a look at Overwatch maps real quick. I don't actually know all the hybrids off my head.
Your choices are, I have them open. Blizzard
Icon
World,
Blizzard World,
Hollywood,
Hollywood,
Kings Row,
Kings.
and Bunny.
Hollywood?
Nubani.
I would say
Nubani,
Hollywood,
Nubani,
yeah.
Nubani.
Bunny isn't. No.
No? You don't think? There's funny stuff you can do on Lucio and Nubani, though.
I would
we
say
need to- we
either.
need to
I would
pick-
say Blizzard or I'd say Blizzard or Hollywood. What do you guys think?
Same.
I'm not playing, so.
Hollywood, I think.
I think Hollywood.
Alright, thank you. Alright, it seems that we will be going over to Hollywood then for our No Limits game. Now, Velo,
That's
important thing we need to talk about, and I need to re-enable the Discord overlays. MVPs. So to everybody who's
MVP
watching the stream
nominations.
right now, I will be making a poll, and I will be opening it right now, and it will be lasting until the it will be lasting for about 30 minutes. So you'll have plenty of time to vote. Now, my questions is, so Velo, we have two nominees, one from each team. We have Melon nominated by the Cave Trolls for the Cave Trolls, and then we have Joey nominated collectively by the Hobbits against his will as MVP for them. Now, those are going to be options, but now we have to nominate our own MVPs, right?
Okay.
So, Velo, who do you think? Who would you nominate for Cave Trolls?
Ooh, okay. For Cave Trolls, there's been a lot of good players today showing. Honestly, after that map, I think I've got to nominate Motro. He was really well mechanically gifted, I guess.
So you're going for Motro.
Very impressive, yes.
Alright, Motro for the Cave Trolls. Then, for the Hobbits, who do you think? Who are you
For
nominating?
Hobbits, I think it's still gonna be Pitwin for me.
Pitwin for
They
the
looked
Hobbits?
really good with Pitwin in.
Very true indeed.
His
now-
Hanzo was very consistent.
Now, considering we get to make 5 choices, we have 5 options, right?
Yes.
So, what we will be doing is, so we have Motro, Joey, Melon, and Pit. Now, I'm going to nominate Shrimp into the mix
Alright.
as my one vote. The reason for that being is Shrimp, he really impressed me on Eichenwald the last game. He was able to, the amount of time he was able to save the payload from harm and just go in there and prevent the cap.
That's true.
It was quite honorable, and it was
They
quite
did look very good with Shrimp in.
it was quite a sight to see. So I'm going to be nominating Shrimp for the this mode. Now, we need to talk about something else because you and me, Velo, we're taking a little break.
That's right.
We will be having our guest casters, which are Lab and Melon, who will be coming in to cast this Hollywood map of No Limits, which is actually great because I would hate to cast No Limits because it would literally be, oh, and it looks like the hog is going in for the hook. Which one? But yeah, so I believe that is going to be good because I really didn't look forward to casting that, if I'm going to be honest. I've already have enough trouble and enough problems casting normally, so, you know.
You've got to give the harder job to other individuals.
Exactly, you see Velo, what it
Delegating.
is, right? The Don and the Capo of Satiators, they don't do the work themselves. We send it to our, you know, our foot soldiers, as we like to call them, I guess.
That's right.
We make them do the dirty jobs, and then we sent in Matt for the cleanup. Yes.
Shall we
Anyways,
set up
what shall we set up?
for the new casters?
No, we will be moving them. We won't be moving them up to the desk. We will be. What's it called? After halftime. But anyways, I think that is it. That'll cover it. So for the poll of who your MVP will be, it will open in just a minute. So make sure to vote before you start the game. So we will be right back after these short messages for our No Limits game with alternate casters.
So, hello, welcome back from the break. We're playing No Limits now. 66. We got an interesting lineup here.
Yep, and it looks like the DPS lineup from Cave Trolls has been subbed out and some new players have been put in. This casting is not going to be biased towards Cave Trolls, I promise. And as you can see from the heroes so far, we see 3 Balls, 3 Lucios on the side of Cave Trolls and 6 Monkeys on the sides of Hobbits. What do you think about this lab?
I think it's quite interesting. KCI, I'm meant to be in free cam, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, epic production quality from me. Awesome. Let's look at the lineup here. What do you have to say about these 2 lineups, man?
Well, on the side of Cave Trolls, there are 3 ball players, 2 ball OTPs, as one would say, and then Sick Like Me as being another off tank who can also play ball. And then they also have 2 Lucio OTPs plus a flex support.
That's very interesting. I'm looking forward to see how the Winstons will counter the triple Lucio pick, knowing that the auras do not stack. One ball in, one slam, second slam in. Looks like they're focusing down Chef here. 6 bubbles being placed. First pick goes to the balls. Meng gets dived here by the 6 monkeys. Chaos on the battlefield. Not very ordered.
It looks like the monkeys are having a hard time containing the movement of the balls and Lucios. They're unable to keep up with them.
Yeah, you're right. The monkeys just can't get an organized dive against the high volatility and movement of these 2 characters.
And the first team is going to swap. We see 2 hogs and 2 crees coming out from the side of I forgot their name. Hobbits. Yes, that's their name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking like a sort of bunker stun comp here from the Hobbits. Very interesting. One hook out from Shrimp leading the charge. Slam in by Frost, following another slam, setting up the combo.
And then Chunky getting CC'd by multiple hogs and crees.
First Mines is in by Mompy. Noya is completely split off from her team. Will anyone capitalize this? Instead, they're just going to focus on Ronnie and they get the pick.
Oh no. And then there's Shrimp in the backside fighting 2 Lucios. He's trying to get away. He's trying to fight them. Oh, and there's a pause.
Looks like Hobbits just needed a second to regroup.
Yes, I need to change some stuff.
We are back. Sorry about the pause. Casey is very bad at production.
I mean, straight away, Shrimp getting kicked. It looks like Hobbits are going to need a reset here. The comp looks favored towards Hobbits, but they just can't pull it off, as the high movement is reigning superior right now.
It just seems like nothing is going to die on the side of Cave Trolls.
Yeah, it also looks very coordinated, how they're slamming in one at a time. You get another look here, double mines from the Hobbit. Oh, the Cave Trolls, sorry.
The Hogs can do nothing but just watch as the balls roll in and slam on their faces. 1 beat comes out, 2 beat comes out. What?
1 brig is the only sustain that these guys have for the McCrees. However, the Hogs do a fair bit of self-heal themselves.
Oh, and then Frost gets picked. Oh no.
They're opting out of the McCrees and they're opting for a high sustain comp against the Bulls. Utilizing the fact that they do not have that great burst needed to take down these Hogs.
Oh, and Eagle with a high noon. Is he gonna get anyone? He's gonna get the ball. Wait, the ball doesn't die. What? Eagle, how can you mess up a single high noon?
Just tanking the damage like that. Massive slam from Frost.
Oh, by the beat by Ben. Oh my. Could Cave Trolls actually turn this, or is this a 60 point for them?
Frost is alive. The highest
Oh,
air
no.
star ball player on that team. Unless Mumpy, I don't know.
No, it looks like it's a secured point for Hobbits, and we're gonna move to point B.
1v6 from Ben is tempted, but ultimately failed.
And now we see Noi on the Brig, Joji on the Reaper, and Mompy on the Echo.
This is an interesting pick. The
And-
McCree from Eagle is going to prove quite useful for taking down this Echo.
And then now Cave Trolls also have an Anna to shut down the healing from the Hogs on the side of Hobbits.
It looks like Cave Trolls here are just completely confused on what they should be playing. They're not utilizing the no limits at all, playing a spread comp of 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and 2 healers.
Oh, now we see the second Reaper coming out from the side of Cave Trolls. I think they're onto something here.
Then they're looking to switch to a Reaper comp here. Maybe with an Echo to provide that extra angle and execution. But no healing to get to the Echo.
Frost gets hooked and dies immediately. I don't know if they're just so tanky. There's so many hooks flying everywhere from the side of Hobbits.
The Hobbits are just gonna keep farming these Cave Trolls until they find a comp which is suitable. They just are not doing. Motro getting a kill on Joey. Eagle zoning nothing again.
Nice high noon, Eagle. Well done. You get brownie points for that one.
Just brownie points.
Nothing more.
1v6 morph from Mumpy. What will he do with it? Massive anti from Ben. This is winnable, possibly.
Mumpy's stuck in jail. He's getting camped by 3 hogs on the cart, but he can't do anything. And the Hobbits advance to point C.
Mumpy could not pull an Escobar and escape the jail. That is very unfortunate for Team Cave Trolls.
Oh, Lab, look at that. It looks like Cave Trolls are actually trying to mirror them and go Hog as well. It seems like Hog seems to be the meta in No Limits at this moment.
They're opting for a Moira and 3 heals. I don't think this is a smart idea as Hog provides very high burst damage, so having 3 healers isn't gonna outdo that.
Eagle on the Widow picking off Big Nav. Oh no. But no one's on cart. Oh, never mind. There's Chef.
I'd like to see a comp here like, you know, a couple Reapers and a Lucio, a couple Tracers, anything like that, a lot of Echoes, but they really just can't get it together. It appears that they found something though.
Actually, I think the shield idea is really good. They're just going to shield off every hook that the Hobbits have and just spam at them with Sig. That's a really good idea.
The extra CC of the rock. It's proving massive right now.
Frost with the nano, hooks running, dies instantly.
Pushing forwards. Looks like that's a clean fight from Cave Trolls with the nice switches.
And Joey cannot escape the terror of 2 hogs and 2 Sigs.
It appears that the method has been found here. The Hog Sigma combo is just proving too strong.
Yeah. No wonder it was meta in real scrims.
True.
It looks like Eagle has swapped onto the Sig. No more Widow for them. And Chef on the Doom? What is he thinking?
That's an interesting pick.
Yeah,
Doom's
it
not
is.
really known for his tank killing capabilities. Maybe he's going for those vulnerable healers on the back.
Yeah. Chef punching in. Hits Doji. Oh, Motro with that 6k! Oh my goodness, Motro.
The flux into flux with Joji and Motro. Proving absolutely fatal.
And now we see a Slumber coming out from the side of the Hobbits. What? What is he going to hack? Oh, is he trying to C9?
Possible C9 is there. If they can destroy this, it does look like he's looking to C9 here, but Frost sees it.
But he gets slammed! Oh no! Shrimp! Oh
That's
no!
Unfortunate. That is your MVP there.
I don't think you guys should be voting him MVP anymore. Not gonna lie. Oh, but the window coming out from Sick Like Me?
Double hold from Frost and Big Nab. I just love the way these tank players are combining their ultimates together to gain mass destruction.
Now we're seeing a Rhine coming out from the side of the Hobbits. Eagle, not very known for his Rhine, but we're about to see some stuff go down.
I've actually heard leaks that Eagle in his spare time just plays Reinhardt, so I'm very interested to see what he does with this.
Wow.
Shrimp split by himself, the 1v1 against Frost. Frost dropping to 1 health. Will Shrimp pick him up? Here's Frost gets out with the added help of the 2 healers.
He gets nabbed, but he's in anti-D's. He's so low.
Ronnie!
Oh my goodness.
That's insane!
Oh, but Frost dies early, and Macho's in the backline. He's gonna get a feed. Oh no, Macho gets picked. Wait, Macho lives.
Rocks there.
Oh my god, Macho lives.
The enemy team. Macho's alive. He's flushed.
Macho with a massive flux. Everyone's low on the side of Hobbits.
Flux takes 2.
And it looks like
an angle here, and it looks like
oh my god. How did Macho get out of that situation? He was 1v3.
That fight was all Macho's. He stayed alive. He got that flux. He double flux with Frost. Oh no, Jody's. My apologies.
Unreal.
And, it looks like they're gonna take that.
Unreal.
That is just impeccable play.
Well, Hobbits finish off Hollywood Attack with 2.5 points. And now they have to defend. Are they going to change up their comp or are they going to stay the same?
I think defense on this is actually quite strong. I feel like just playing 6 balls is a possible strategy and just spinning around to stall.
That is a good idea.
There's many things you can do with no limits on defense, I think. Just a waste of time.
It is a good thing that we got subbed out to cast this, otherwise we would have won easily.
Yeah, it's too unfair. My 6 Moira strat is just undeniably the best thing here.
Oh, Hobbits with 4 Baps out of spawn. Oh my. 5 Baps. Bastion comp, double Orisa, double Bastion Bap from the side of
looking for a bunker here.
Oh my. Is Shrimp also going to pick Bap? Do you think?
Ooh. Maybe he plays Bastion or something for a little bit more damage. I feel like the strat is 6 lamps though, and just keeping up that lamp permanently.
Yeah. Oh, but they're actually going to go for the 6 Baps. So they're just going to have to. I'm guessing their plan is just to swap immortalities over and over and over, and then just beat them.
I think the timing actually works out if this is done perfectly with each immo being hidden. The problem is whether that.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Sombra! 6 Sombras! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, and the Sombras see the Baps. They all see them. They're probably gonna go out of Invis all at the same time.
Look at this setup!
Oh my god! Oh my god! There they go! Spamming them in the choke! But the Baps have the lamp, so they can't die in there.
It's lamping now! Oh, one gets split off on the lamp.
Oh, but the Baps are forced onto point! Oh my.
Lamp, but the hack's gone through, and it's messed up their synergy. One bot down.
All the Sombras need is 1 EMP, so they don't have lamp. And they, oh wait, no, but they just heal each other. How are the Sombras going to be able to kill them?
That is, yeah, you're right. The Sombras don't have enough burst to break through this. The AoE is just too good.
Like, if the Bats get EMP, they just look at the ground and they just right-click until the Sombras, like, until they get unhacked, and then can just MO, and nothing will be done. There they go.
Wow.
And, yeah, they're just healing themselves.
2 EMPs. Maybe a third one's gonna come out. A third
EMP. Oh, one. The first Bat dies.
4th EMP. 5th EMP. Chaos. Oh my god.
Oh, but the Sombras aren't going on the point. What are they doing? The Baps are coming back to attack this way. They're winning. Oh, but they used all their lamps.
4 Baps are still alive after 6 EMPs. Sombra needs a buff, clearly.
I think the Sombra stat is not going to be working out. And we see an Anna. This might work out now. If they don't have a lamp and they're all antied, that would be very good. Eagle dies.
From Ben there.
Yeah.
The Bass split and Mofra sees it.
They keep overusing lamps.
Yeah.
Oh, and now they use them. They keep using
Ben. Can they get the lamps down?
Oh my goodness! They just need an EMP!
EMP.
But it didn't hit the lamps. It did not hit the lamps.
1 anti from Ben. Getting 1.
Oh no. The Sombras are just not enough to beat the sustain of the Baps. They need to change. Frost on the ball and Sick Like Me, aka Mumpy on the junk. They're trying to go for some more bursts while keeping the Sombras. They have three EMPs at the ready and a close to Nano.
I think Echo here could be very, very strong against this comp. Maybe 3 Echo Mercies or 3 Pharaoh Mercies would be
maybe.
very, very good. Double lamp again.
Double lamp. Oh, but the heck!
A massive EMP.
Slamming inside.
Looks like. Ooh.
Mumpy in the backline getting 2, followed by Macho getting 3, and Big Nap getting 1. It's only Chef left, and he has no lamp, so he dies, and they get point A.
It looked for a second that it was going to be dire, and the Cave Trolls were not going to 5-0 the Hobbits. But they've come through, and
they're deciding to swap up. There's 2 soldiers. Oh no, they are thinking right now. They are thinking.
As we know, this game mode is all about swaps and how you'll counter the opponents. How do you counter 3 Bulls and 2 Sombras?
Well, you might as well just, I don't know, maybe find the point next to the cart where you can hide it and just keep playing BAP. Like, they still would not have enough first. Yeah, I don't think Widow is the answer either. The BAPs just roll on her and they die. Oh, Chef gets slapped near the hotel. Oh, but no one's touching him, okay.
Yeah, just getting ignored. All Ben's hard effort just being wasted there. Looks like he's setting up. Can he get Kurosu?
Oh, he comes out. 4-man EMP, followed by Mines from Frost. And Eagle's on point hacked.
That's a perfect textbook.
But Chef is spending Eagle with his life. Oh, but he gets hacked. But Hobbits are cleaning this up.
And here we come back to the same thing that we've been seeing. The Cave Trolls just unable to get that burst that they need to break through this team.
But it looks like there's 2 Annas now, so they're gonna have even more antis, so the Bastions and the Hogs won't get- well, the Bastions and the Hog can't heal themselves now. So, yeah. And the Annas also...
I'm not confident of this Anna pick, Melon. I think that the 300 and 600 H balls from these heroes is just gonna allow them to survive long enough to just heal up again after the anti.
And also they're so vulnerable to hooks. As you can see, Bifrost getting hooked by Shrimp, but nearly dies, but he survives.
Bull getting trapped in the corner here by this Roadhog. Big hook from our right.
Oh, Macho's just getting hooked after hooked. Oh no.
Poor Nab just rolling about.
Mine's coming out from Mumpy, but they're not gonna do anything because the Hogs are just so tanky.
This comp here has really good space control, I think. I think that's the point of this. The Hogs just having massive range of space control. Bastion's having that big line, and the Echo just being able to take whatever angle. And
if you look at the 2 Hobbits, the 2 Hobbit Bastions, they're just playing together, and they set up together, and they just shoot everyone, and no one survives on Cave Trolls. What are you supposed to do?
Double Bastion. That's looking at 600.
Oh no, Chef drops! Both Bastions are sleeping. Oh no, but they get woken, and it's time for tanks. 45 seconds left.
Is Pencil gonna lose this map?
Oh, it's not looking good for them. 30 seconds left on the clock. I think Hobbits have figured out the comp.
Bastion ult and Roadhog ult coming up for Team Hobbits, but alternatively, there is a Sigma ult for the Team Cave Trolls.
There are just too many hooks. What are the odds that he doesn't get hooked by one of the Hogs?
The Sigma switch has possibly disabled the hooking ability.
That is true.
The 2 Sigmas are playing by themselves right now.
Oh, and Mumpy gets hacked. He has no shield. Oh, but the hook gets rocked. I don't know which Sigma that was, but it was beautiful.
That off angle from Echo is just so important there.
Oh, and the Flux gets cancelled. And the Hawks are just ulting them away. They can't touch the point. And if they do, there's an Echo who just bursts them down.
The Cave Trolls are just in shambles right now. Completely split off, not being able to utilize the power of this No Limits.
Hobbits might not be the best team when it comes to playing normal Overwatch, but they are definitely the best when it comes to No Limits. GG's.
You know, Melon, maybe that's not having Melon diff.
Yeah, maybe. And Lab diff, don't forget about that.
Lab diff.
What a beautiful game. And now we get to see Sick Like Me, aka Mumpy, with the Junkrat flank, I'm guessing on first point, yes. Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
any
That-
Junkrat player.
Any-
There it is.
That is a Junkrat wet dream.
Yeah, that is juicy. Yeah, as Noah commenting,
Oh, yeah.
Abstract really MVP there.
Well, coming back here, thanks Lab, thanks Mal for casting this interesting match of No Limits. Yeah, I guess now
Thanks,
now
Let's
we're
see the main event.
6v6 team deathmatch. Right. Right, well, we'll be right back in these short mistakes. The Pepega League is brought to you by KGB Archiver. When in need, the KGB will always have your back. Joey's Master Plan. The plan for guaranteed success in your video games. And Incel. Never inside.
Now entering the Black Forest.
Forgot to unmute, and here we are then, ladies and gentlemen, for our Black Forest winter-themed team deathmatch. So, you know, the way we thought about this, right, is we're nearing Christmas. We're nearing Mariah Carey territory, so
Speaking of, streamer, be careful of inside the buildings because Jingle Bells are playing and you're gonna get DMCA'd.
Oh, it's already too late, I already had it play. Alright, let's see, let's look at this team deathmatch then. Eagle opting for the Torb, they're going for a 2-2-2 comp on that side.
Yep,
It's
2-2-2
2-2-2 lock is on, right, I forgot about that. Frost going in with the ball, does get stunned, gets denied. Shrimp moving him back in 3 times in a row.
A little
Frost,
bit bullied in that corner.
Frost really just not having a good time. First kill on the board for the Hobbits. Shrimp goes in, gets lasered down by Frost and Melon, however. Linda goes for the
Not
hook, doesn't
finding
actually
anything.
get anything. It's
Never is
1-on-1,
Baroque.
sponsored by Drain Johnson.
We have the
Anyways,
Eagle turret set up
Frost
inside.
going in, gets booped in, gets hooked in, and he takes the death again, 2-1. The window, the garage door comes out by
Garage door
Pit,
and Pitwin.
and they're just locking in there. They're just waiting.
They're just bunkering up, but Mompy finding the pick.
Yeah, however, the lamp didn't come out on time for Pit, and on the sideline, Eagle gets taken down. It is now the Cave Trolls in the lead with the adaptive seconds being engaged by Melon. He takes the Doomfist. Doesn't actually get anyone, but Joji on the Zen takes down Shrimp. Eagle and Joji having a fun battle. Eagle gets the upper hand. I don't know where to go. Hey, can they please get out of the building? This is really annoying. The Molten Core coming out from Eagle, however. The turret still just spamming away onto Sick Like Me. We've also opted to go for a bit of a mercy play. Now,
Our MVP Shrimp finding the pick onto Lab.
indeed, that he does. Meanwhile, let's look at the Brig. Brig, yeah, this is the ball. Gets, yeah. Frost is not having a good time whenever he gets into a building with Noya.
But Shrimp walking right into one of his mines.
There you go, George. Gets taken down with a fire strike by Shungite on the run.
Shatter ready.
Sick Like Me coming out.
That's
Let's
a
see,
very
Flux.
clutch Lamp.
Manages to get it. Lamp manages to get out on time, but still, everyone's going to get taken low, and it is now double the score to Cave Trolls, who are leading 12-6, 15-7. Sorry.
Is very much in flux.
Melon
They're
gets,
regrouping in this other building, in the DMCA building.
They do like buildings indeed. The High Noon coming out from Melon as he comes to the McCree. Does he walk in? He tries to go for it. He doesn't find anyone. Shungar, however, charges in, manages to get the mercy. He's in there. He's going, but the kicks just keep coming in for the Cave Trolls with the mines now inside the building as well. The Shadow coming up from
Shungai taking Shara, not finding anything.
Raz coming up from Dream High.
finding
Double pulse
Lab.
bomb by Lab. Although he gets taken down by Shrimp, who now goes for the High Noon on the high ground. Finds one again with it. Frost just rolling around. Having a fun Christmas Eve, I guess. Eagle on the Ash. Haven't seen much of him right now. Shrimp taking away the spotlight when it comes to the DPS. But Eagle does end up getting Joji. Frost is going in. Trying to get a pick. Melon assisting on the side. Although Lab does find...
Strike Me has his ult available. If there's another bunker situation, you can use that to clear them out.
Transcendence coming out. Noya coming out with a rally.
Oh, he opts to do it onto Shrimp, but he misses.
Frost goes in for the bit of a
Miss
contest.
pin.
Goes for the pile drive.
Right.
The enemy teams are both quite split. They're just trying to get the kills. Can Shrimp get the pick on the mercy? He does find a pick one with the help of them.
And we do have a dub for the Cave Trolls once again.
And that was a quick 30 kills for the Cave Trolls. Do they ask for round 2? Yes, we're going for round 2. Alright, we'll do round 2.
We go again, I guess, best of 3. After this play of the game, we'll get right back into it.
Although I have to say, I do apologize for the casting.
Oh,
it's not
never mind,
easy.
the Hobbits already lost one.
Hold on, I'm going to wait, who left on the Hobbits? I don't know.
Hobbits already lost one player.
Eagle started playing Overwatch. I think he might have been restarting. Oh, lobby leaks! Lobby leaks!
Yep.
Pause!
Lobby leaks is fine. And we go once again.
And we're back! Different maps?
Christmas time.
No.
We don't do different maps here.
It's a nice, interesting health pack, don't you think?
Indeed.
Alright, going again here. Hobbit's a little late on the picks. Although, Shungai gets the first pick. He's a little late on
we
the...
have a bit of a role swap up this time. We have Noya and
Linda
on the tanks this time.
Yeah, indeed. Eagle opting to go for the break. Gets taken down by Sick Like Me, however. Oh, they rezzed and therefore denied the kill. Kurosu with that res. That's
new
a smart
strategies. The meta develops.
Mompy really just going off on that Sig. He really hasn't.
But we have a suicide from Linda.
Suicide from Linda getting the last kill, the only kill they had off the board. Joji on the Zen, taking just anything that he can get on the kills, and it's really one-sided at the
Looking
moment.
very one-sided for the Cave Trolls once again.
20
I
kills
feel bad
remaining.
for putting them through this again.
Melon looking for his next target, doesn't get hooked, has the copy available, does he go in? He does, gets the hook onto the brig, gets the assist from Frost, and then goes for the whole hog, but gets hooked out of it by Linda.
Valk is used by Cruiser.
Valk isn't used, as is the lamp for Pit, who then gets bladed by Lab. He's out of it. Sorry, he's out of LOS.
Looking for res onto Joji.
They do get the res off, and it's
Denying
still
that
only
one.
one kill for the Hobbits. Noya going in with the whole hog as well, but gets taken down by the mines and Joji. Sorry. 2-18, 2-19. It's not looking good for the Hobbits here, as Shrimp is on the Doomfist, goes in for Mumpy, but gets taken down with the help of his teammates.
Eagle getting the
The
shield
universe
bash
is
off.
singing for Mumpy once again as he gets the
And we
Gravity
have
Flux.
another fine in the works.
And that's another fine for Lab as he yeah. 4 more kills remaining for the Cave Trolls.
Oh no, he made a Christmas pun. He said elves.
Right.
It's okay, that's not a...
Once again, the adaptive circuit
Aha.
for Melon. Can he find
Aha,
a kill?
in the video game. Please don't ban, bitch.
He doesn't actually get anything this time around. He gets a hook, he does get that, but he gets out of the copy. He has to concede it. 7 kills on the board for the Hobbits. 2 kills needed
Sort of
to
finding
win
Joji.
for the Cave Trolls. We're waiting for them. Melon not able, Mumpy not able to get murdered by Noya on the hog, unfortunately. She's close to an ultimate, but
Staying
will it
alive
be
for
on
now,
time?
even getting her own pick onto Joji.
And it seems like
And
Linda
we have
will
a
be
suicide.
suiciding again. Shanghai waiting
Luckily
for
that only
one
removes
kill
your
remaining.
own kill, it does not give them a kill.
Noya was going for the whole hog, but Cave Trolls win 2-0 and therefore take the point for the maps. Cave Trolls win once again. Joji with the play of the game.
Let's see. Mumpy getting a little bit toxic in chat, not gonna lie.
Obviously. Alright, so we will be right back after these short messages for our final game, which will be, I guess the real high diff mode? Yeah, the workshop high diff. ladies and gentlemen, for our final map of the day, which is going to be Tiny Overwatch, but with a twist. You're gonna have to keep your eyes peeled to see some of these heroes and characters, because trust me when I tell you, they're not going to be able to easy to find. I've seen how small they can get and how large they can get. This is the true height diff mode, ladies and gentlemen. If we move closer, as we creep in closer to their spawn right now, we will be seeing how small the players actually are. Look at this. It's a cute tiny Reinhardt. And the yeah, coming in from Lucio. They are indeed quite tiny, as I think.
Assuming the rollouts are not going to be very quick this time.
No, I believe we look at Joey for the first rollout here. Let's see what he does on the ball. He's not he's not able to reach. Oh, little cute ball. Quite adorable as they converge into the center of the point. It's very tiny Joey.
But he spins around.
He spins around, he manages to just get there. Keep in mind, health is still the same. So you still have to deal the exact same amount of health.
Models. Massive power drive.
They're very small at the moment, but they will hopefully grow. Melon goes in for a tiny charge and the tiny ice wall that has to break eventually. The point unlocks. So far, only Joey is quite going in the growth. Look at him go.
Melon not finding anything with his tiny pin. Some people are starting to grow.
Chef gets taken down. Lab. Linda is also getting quite there on the
Joey's
side.
becoming a bit of a unit himself.
Joey just keeps increasing in height. The shatter coming out from Melon. Look at him go. He gets 3 and he gets killed. He's a giant now. There we go. This is what we're talking about.
Cleaning up. Just sweeping them around.
Has to get out. So there we go now. It's going to be really hard for the Hobbits to take back.
Oh, but he lost his life.
Shrimp getting in there. Joey still quite the sizable ball, but not big enough to come and do anything of value. The tiny Torb coming out from
the tiny Rhine shield getting beamed down by Frost.
There we go. The tiny coalescence, the lighthouse. It's going in. It's trying to go on Frost. Frost really low, and he does end up falling.
Shrimp taking advantage of his small hitbox. Just going in and getting the picks.
There we go, Kurosu, last man remaining on the point. Never mind. They were so small I didn't find the ants. There we go, the small beat comes out from Sneaky. He does manage to keep the team alive for a lot longer, but Joey gets stunned up. Lamp coming out for the Hobbits. So Joey does end up falling. His height is being reset back to the small people. Meanwhile, it seems that Lab has grown
finding a lot of value on the Doomfist.
Lab has grown quite the sizable. Look at how difficult it is to hit these things. Well, maybe not on Doomfist, but aim-wise, it's not the easiest thing to find picks on.
Oh, but Shrimp almost finding him.
Shrimp has agreed to not let himself get bullied. He might be smaller in size, but his mental is still on par with the cave trolls. Now, Lab coming with a huge slam, and well, there we go. That's once again
Lab cleaning up.
Cleaning up the town, as they say back in my day. Eagle, meanwhile, stopping and starting the game as Kurosu is just spamming away. Look at that giant Torb of a unit, as the entirety of Hobbits is small.
Melon on the high ground with Shatter ready. He might be ready to drop the fucking nuclear bomb.
The Torb
here's the 1-8 Shatter.
He does get one person, but the Shatter, for some reason, didn't manage to, it's not as big as you think. The point being capped by the Hobbits, once again, for the first time actually, to get the first % on capture. They need to take down the unit.
We thought we're in China. Melon was prepared for Hiroshima.
Exactly, but Melon, they need to take down the absolute unit that is this Reinhardt, which he does end up falling. Shrimp takes the crown as biggest man on the map. The Tracer, the tiny little fly, is still annoying. Shrimp afraid that he might have gone off. Lab, really small. You can hear the voice lines sometimes, very high pitched, very small. However, Cake gets taken down by Cake.
Frost is not having a good time as a tiny bull. He's unable to hook and spin around the middle yet.
You see, that is where the ball diff comes in. Joey was able to do it even when he was small. But Shrimp, that just proves Joey is the superior ball.
But now Joey's about to get taken out unless he has his bubble.
Lab decides to ult a turret. Doesn't manage to find anyone else. Shrimp, on the other hand, gets gets Cake. Meanwhile, Linda, Ryan diffs onto Melon. Lab, however, does manage to find a pick onto Linda then again, but Shrimp retaliates in favor of the Hobbits.
Guy very low.
The pulse bomb coming out from Corrosive managed to get Pit, but it's not enough. The Hobbits stand tall on the point. The small charge coming in from Melon. He doesn't manage to get anyone. Chef goes for the pin. Oh, Shrimp gets taken down by Lab. The beat coming out.
And Shara goes out.
The beat coming out from Chef as well. Keep his teammate alive. You just heard it there. The tiny.
And the pin finding Pitwin.
And there we go again. Chef, the last member remaining on the point. Never mind, Shrimp is there as well. He's very, very obstructed. Frost now on a decently sized ball. He is able to hook away, but still, it's not quite the full size. Meanwhile, Lab just growing and growing in size as he takes down Shrimp once again. It's 99 to 99 mines coming out for Frost, and it seems like Chef is naturally attracted to them, like any main support. I have experience with that as well in the past. Joey on the tiny ball. He does whatever he can, but Pit.
That order of things.
Joey manages to take down the unit that is Lab as Frost is just spinning around on the point. Linda trying to stay alive by just holding shit on the point. Overtime's ticking away. They need to find the ultimate here. It's Q Overwatch. There we go. Present the Q first. Shrimp managed to get a pick up the Sneaky, and Chef follows up with one onto the enemy Tracer. Now, the
Shatter comes out.
Indeed, the shatter coming out from Linda, and now the mines from Joey to secure what is possibly the first objective cap, full cap for Hobbits. This show match. It's just cleaning up right now. Can they find the Doom? Can they find the Tracer? Oh, there's a tiny diva onto the point, and they do not manage to get onto the point. First point goes to the Hobbits, as the tiny scream from the Tracer echoes in the background.
Joey is saying it how it is. Tracking midgets is very hard.
He does have a point. The hitbox is very small, but yeah, as we move over to Gardens, popular Pharaoh map, and it seems like the Cave Trolls are going to take advantage of that. Will they be going for a Mercy Pocket? That is hard to say.
Meanwhile,
yet.
Shrimp on the Bastion. He knows when he's small, the Pharaoh cannot find him as easily.
As the fireworks go off in the distance, we observe the fish in the well as they make their rounds around the objective point. And now we quickly flip 180 to the interesting comp that the Cave Trolls are rolling out with.
We have Monkey Diva on both sides. Mirror matchup.
Both very small, two small bubbles. They look like some very inappropriate objects. But it seems that Lab is able to get the first pick onto the Echo from Shrimp. Keeps growing in size. The laser really doing the burst damage. 50% extra damage once the target is below half HP. The lamp for Cake is available now, as both Winstons just straight away. Joey probably screaming his minds off as we go for a... I think it's time we go for a comms check on the Hobbits, don't you think, Velo?
I think so. Let's take a peek.
I need heals, get the echo.
Monkey low.
Wait, did she
I'm
die?
low. I need
Diva? Diva point. She just grew. Lamb?
Let's go, Pit.
Diva.
Monkey's low. Cap point.
Yeah.
Back.
What the fuck is that? I can't even see what character it is because it's so small.
Wait, how big am I? I've no clue. Am I like normal size?
And it seems that that's quite an interesting comms check. The Hobbits still just having fun, most of all, but they're... The comms seems quite interesting. Now Shrimp takes the first death for Chef as well. He ends up falling for the Hobbits, I think with Kirsten. Lab gets
I
the third pick.
imagine a game mode like this might throw you off if you have, your traditional tryout comms.
Yes, indeed, and that is why I believe that once the point is flipped, when the next fight happens for the Cave Trolls, we'll be moving into them for another comms check. After that, oh my god, look at how big that diva is.
Ooh.
Melon.
Chef not quite touch in time, but he is diving onto the Anna.
Chef's trying. Melon gets teammate. I think it's time for we go for a comms check onto the Cave Trolls right now. Let's have a look at what they're talking about.
He's so small. They're losing. Let's do one.
Dude, you are so big, Melon. Holy fuck.
Oh,
help me, monkey.
He's tiny primal! He's a tiny primal! Monkey rock, monkey rock!
Melon, come. I'll fuck it, I'll fuck it.
Oh, I'm dead.
Baby Mac, baby
Kill
Mac.
them all, Melon.
I'm going.
I'm one, he's healing.
You're good.
Mercy half at the end, mercy half at the end.
Missy one.
Where's Farah?
Behind us! The monkey
Yeah,
half,
well,
monkey
there's your point.
A lot of panic in their voices. And I believe my co-tank, my co-caster might be muted.
That I was indeed. It seems that the 1v1 on the Mercy team with Lab, Pit takes the upper hand, does manage to find the moment to grow, though he gets taken down low. So the comms are indeed quite interesting. Joey went for the tiny primal there. He might be a tiny angry monkey, but he's still an angry monkey, and you don't want to mess with that. However, Shrimp managed to click the head of the enemy Farah, although he gets found by the bomb. Meanwhile, Melon just still quite tall, trying to shoot at some small, but Lab takes down 2 on the Reaper. He's growing in size.
Lab finding a lot of value this map.
And it seems like the bomb comes out for Linda, and it seems it doesn't get anyone except the shield from Frost. Now, the Hobbits need to get onto the point. They need to stall. They need to just get bodies onto the point right now to try and grow their arsenal of both their team, their size, and their capture percentage, which I think they might manage to do. There is just a tiny Genji on the point, I believe. We just had, ladies and gentlemen, a very high-pitched Personne de Chapeau Regard from Shrimp as he activates his sights. It's very hard to hit this tiny Genji and this tiny Lucio on the point, although the Genji does get taken down low. Meanwhile, the tiny Valkyrie coming out from Sneaky as he duels Shrimp, but he gets the assistance, and meanwhile Linda gets demeched. No bomb available for remake this time around, and she gets taken down low by Kate, who eventually ends up dying. Frost power runs onto Shrimp, manages to find one. Now it's time for Joy to spin around the point as ball. Pit goes for the res in the Doom ult, which is covering him. Now,
it's a very smart maneuver, abusing the fact that he's still tiny, so it's very hard to hit him.
The mat's coming up from Joy, but it's not able to save him.
Swiftly dodging those mines, almost power driving right into them. That would be kind of funny for the stream.
Linda finally able to get some growth into her. She kills Lab. Pit manages to suicide, however, unfortunately. Now the Genji once again on the point. Chef coming out with a beat.
We have another touch from Frost.
Shanghai takes down the enemy Mercy. Sneaky. Now
Eva gets demeched, and now Frost is doing the spinning maneuver himself.
It seems that there's a tiny blade coming out. He doesn't seem to know exactly what he's doing, but he's doing it nonetheless. Now Shrimp does commit suicide. Lab goes for the
Lab finding a pig.
Death Blossom. Not able. Does get taken and traded from Joey though. Now the
mines coming out from Frost.
Now the tiny Diva mech, which is Melon. He has
we got a boop from Frost onto that tiny burnt soda.
And then the mines do get another pick. Sneaky manages to find someone with the Moira orb, and then the bomb from Melon just secures it. It is 1-1 for this final map right now. We're really taking it to the distance, aren't we?
Indeed, the show match is really going far. We're going back to where the first show match began.
Yeah, we're
back in Wuhan markets.
Exactly. It's been a while since we've been there. We started here in quarantine, and we're back here in quarantine. So remember to everyone, stay safe, wear your masks, and
support Tier 2 COVID.
Exactly. All right. 2 seconds remaining. Let's see. What are the... okay, they're running out on another interesting comp. I can't exactly tell what it is because it's so
going
small.
Straight for a point. And hiding behind a chair. Very interesting strategy.
Wait, they are... oh yes, I forgot. They are able to hide behind the chairs now. The trap... oh, look at that. Melon gets trapped in the trap. Although he gets taken no ball, it has the massive HP health pool, obviously. They're playing the Mandem rat, I believe. Well, actually, no, they don't have the Doomfist. It's not the full comp. My apologies.
Just the rat.
Okay, gets taken down dangerously low as the fireworks are being triggered by the enemy. In the backline, Cap coming through for the Hobbits, though Melon is able to go onto the point, gets the slam down. Doesn't get slapped. Frost on the hog this time around. Doesn't actually get the hook as anti. They should be focusing him, although it's really hard to hit him. Joey, meanwhile, gets the 2 picks. Joey, what is he doing? He's just slamming away in the backline. Look at him go. Look at the Chad man.
And you have
with the team
Chef
back.
just pocketing him, running right behind him.
You see, this is a size that really benefits Joey. He is a Chad. He is like the original speaker. This is a role that befits him. This is a size that is worthy of his brain capacity.
Chef just saying that, pocketing Joey the whole time.
Yeah,
He has his
however-
priorities straight.
However, the
Shatter comes out, finding many bodies on the
yes,
ground.
but they're not able to follow it up enough. Joey gets the tiny fire strike though. Although he gets taken down and he loses all his height. He worked so hard to find it. He worked so hard to finally grow, but he is unable to keep it there for long. Meanwhile,
No,
Kurosu
it's a
does manage to
double-sided
grow.
coin, the big hitbox.
The Hobbits, meanwhile, still having bodies and presence on the point. They're still able to contest. Linda, the only one remaining, actually on the point right now for the Hobbits. She's their last line of defense as Joey comes charging back in like a madman. Even he's small, but he still hasn't lost any of his courage.
And
Just
he's
goes in.
still stalling this point.
The res coming up from Chef, and he reses Linda, and now she's able to contest the point for a lot longer. Look at how the size of these guys compared to Shanghai here. They're just so massive. Frost
Absolute
mashed
units.
Chef, but
Okay,
oh,
Frost.
the tire! Look at that, the tire, but it doesn't find anyone. It's not enough. The beat was just enough from Cake.
We're also having a hard time tracking this bull.
Yes, indeed. Let's have a
Oh,
look.
the Moira orb! It's huge.
You see, this is where we look at it. This is the aim. That is hard to do. He gets
Oh,
slammed.
losing his life.
Does end up dying. Pit. Seizable side, and the graph comes out from Melon. Not able to get anyone. Joey comes out with the mines, and then there's Shunga who gets 2 with a fist and a quick slam. And that is it. This is cleanup for the Hobbits. Will be able to take their final map as they kill Labradoodle, the last one remaining on the point for the cave rolls. And this is it. Oh no, never mind. Kurosu able to touch on the Echo. They have the hit scan. They should be able to take down the Echo, but he gets copied. Shrimp takes him out. He puts it on the
Good
amplification
anti here
field.
would be, yeah.
Gets taken down. They need to get some pit kills. They need to get some bodies. They need to start dropping. The Shatter comes out from Frost.
Nano comes out onto Shungite.
He's not able to hit anyone. Cake with 2 in the meantime. Shungite still Nano. Joey not able to find anyone as of now. He's just slamming away at a.
Cake
Okay,
falling
Frost.
dangerously low, but he picks Shungite.
Cake is just carrying this team right now. He got 3 picks into stall began. Linda has a decently sized, but she still needs to be able to stall this enough, but she ends up dying. And this is the cap coming through for the Cave Trolls after the massive stall that was the Cave Trolls.
You can definitely tell that Team Hobbits is much more used to being small, and they're taking much more advantage of their tiny hitboxes.
Exactly right. Meanwhile, Shrimp was getting picked off in the backline over there. Chef raises Pit to try and get a... Alright, and that's another final, ladies and gentlemen, for our Shrimp.
Real speedrun for who can get the most finds
Alright,
in
the
one show match.
Shungard goes in on the Doomfist. He has the ultimate available. He does use it. He doesn't get anyone. He doesn't get sneaky.
Ooh, Shungite.
The blade comes out from Lab. Manages to get Pit. Although meanwhile the tag visor coming back in. Joey gets
Shrimp
the...
pulling up visor.
Joey is actually grown quite substantially in size. He does get the pin on the supercharged monkey. However, he gets beamed down by Kurosu. But meanwhile, Bella is just being angry in the enemy backline. And this seems to be a
And
reset.
looks like a
for the Hobbits.
regroup.
Oh boy, what a match. We're really going to be taking it the distance. Only the 99, the stall onto Chef. Stagger, I mean, Joey just trying to get big or trying to get away, but he's going to get taken down. They're all bullying him. This is bullying. Like, this is what bullying is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Shrimp appears to be stuck. Oh, he got out.
Where was he stuck?
He was stuck in the ceiling for a second.
Ooh, that is unfortunate. That might have resulted in a pulse. Joey goes in again. He's going in with his shield raised. Not managed to shielding a lot though. And the duplicate comes through from Melon. He's not able to find much in terms of his charge. He does get counterpinned by Joey. The small versus big. That's a big pin for such a small man. Cake once again manages to find
Frost
someone with a
getting
move.
in, not finding anything.
Shungard goes in but doesn't manage to find one. He's
Oh.
taken him out.
But
Managed to
Joey
get
does
out.
find the pin.
Now, on the point, Linda, dead. It's 9999. Final fight, territory. The slam coming in from Joey. Managed to find 2. He goes in for the slam, for the pin. Doesn't get anyone. Cake, meanwhile, just...
Cake is getting big value from Lucio, and he is beat right in time for his teammates.
There we go. Joey gets the nano, but it's not going to be enough to save this point. Meanwhile...
Not quite able to cancel the res there.
Just bashing away at the enemy monkey. Joey, they might be able to get this yet if the stall doesn't come out. Lab managed to find Pit once again. Joey gets Cake. Nobody's looking for the Lucio, although he does get taken down eventually. Shrimp and Shunga seem to be the duo that is to watch for now. Chef might be opting to go for a res here if he does decide to do so. Get up to second segment, and it is the Hobbits that end up taking the final map of the series.
Incredible performance there.
You know,
from
the Hobbits
as a whole.
The Hobbits
Cake tried very hard to carry his team, but
exactly, it wasn't enough to carry the plebs. But you know, the Hobbits, they might be small, but they are able to be big and show up when it matters. Like this, the final map, they managed to capture it to at least get an extra point on the board for the Hobbits. Now, in a few minutes, we will be right back with our PP after these short messages. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with our final score of 5-2. What a show match it's been. So, Velo,
yes,
it was an interesting one again this time around.
For sure. I think we usually did like goats and other game modes after the normal ones, but we switched it up this time and it made it a lot more interesting to spectate. The guest cast was very good. I enjoyed the strategies employed on that map.
It was indeed quite the no limits. Like, hold on, let's talk about this for a minute. This is not. No. This is okay. Look. So okay, to Cave Trolls, I have a message for you, and I'll gladly take the fine. Fuck you. You played 6 Sombras. I'm giving myself a fine after this, but you played 6 Sombras. That is not a negotiation. That is not a, no. I'm sorry. I have lost respect for the Cave Trolls. I don't know. Velo, what do you think of that strat?
I think it's slightly disrespectful, but 6 Babs is also kind of funny.
I mean, the 6
I
Babs,
enjoyed watching
you know. I mean, it was fun. I was laughing a lot during the 6 EMP in like rapid succession, but yeah, it's definitely been something
Indeed.
to witness that we've witnessed here today, and yeah. It was something. The No Limits. It was something different. We tried something out, and I think it worked out pretty well. Now, however, moving on to our 6v16 deathmatch, we opted to do a best of 3, though it didn't come to the third because the Cave Trolls just absolutely rolled that 2-0 as fast as possible. I think there's not much to say really. That was just player diff.
No.
Like,
kind of sad to watch that one.
They couldn't kill Mompy. I don't think he died. I think he died like twice or something like that. He was just chilling on the Sigma.
Yeah, he was having a great time.
His signature heroes. Yeah. So let's look at our interviews for a little bit.
Okay.
Actually, no. Hold up. We have one more map to discuss. The tiny versus big game mode, right? Hobbits versus Cave Trolls. That was the embodiment of this match.
It really was.
This was something else. It was. I mean, we decided to go for a workshop thing this time around, but
the comms check made it sound like they definitely had a good time on that one.
Yeah, I feel like that's the most important thing. Everybody did have a good time, especially on the Hobbits. When we checked out the other comms check earlier in the match today, the Cave Trolls were taking it a little serious, but then the Hobbits, they were just having fun, laughing away, doing their thing. So yeah, I believe it was overall a fun experience for everyone.
Hopefully.
So, I mean, we can ask them in a minute, but let's ask about our. Well, first let's look at some interviews. We'll do our MVP later. Okay, because it's been requested to get Frost in first. That's what we'll do. We'll get him in first. All right, Frost.
All right.
Get yourself in here. Where is it? All right.
Here we have
Frost
for the interview.
Welcome to the desk. So, your opinions on the match? How was it?
It was.
Give us your insights.
It was a laugh. It was great fun. I like last time. I was on more of the losing side. This time, much more on the winning side. It was great fun. Even when we were losing on the 2 other maps, we were just laughing, just almost non-stop.
Well, I mean,
So
that's
would you say there was a height diff?
Of course.
That's
they can't reach the higher SRs, so you know.
Of course.
Oh wow! So, wait, but
quite literally.
Wait, who's higher SR though? Isn't Joey higher SR than you? Higher peak?
Currently, yeah, but he's not higher. He's not taller IRL, so you know, high diff.
His peak won't be as high. His skill ceiling, it's limited by his height.
I have a higher amount of hours on ball, so
Fair enough.
on the map.
Yeah, I see. Your ball was definitely something to look out for.
It was great fun to just roll around and just harass the back lines.
I can see, but how did you fare on the last map? You were so small. We saw you having some struggles grappling there.
Especially on the last map, because when everything is scaled down, all the abilities are scaled down, but the actual visuals for half of them aren't. So when you're trying to play on ball, when you're smaller, yeah, you're much faster and you're much harder to hit, and you're like a little marble, but you can't grapple, so you can't go fast. And then when you're bigger and you finally have a grapple range, you're extremely slow. So it's a really different way to play ball than what I'm used to. So it was like, oh, looks like I won't be going ball for this map then.
It was indeed something different, and glad it worked out. So yeah,
definitely interesting to watch.
Last question: is this what you expected? Is this the goal? Is this the result?
I expected a more even. Not gonna lie, I was like the team seemed even enough in my eyes. I think I wasn't really like looking at like the specifics, but I guess with like Lab and Melon, we kind of just stomped with DPS diff, unfortunately.
Very well. I mean, you had a tier 3 player in your team, so you know.
And Lab could, if his PC wasn't as bad as it is, he probably could easily go tier 3 too. So like, you know.
Fair enough. All right. Well, thank you for this first interview, Frost.
No
we
worries.
appreciate
Thank you for
doing it.
having me.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Okay. I was trying to look him, drag him
Always
away,
great
but
in interviews.
yeah. All right.
Like
So
last time.
then so we had someone from the Cave Troll, so now let's get someone from the Hobbits. I have received intel that Senor Joey will not be interviewing us. He does not want to.
That is correct. I've
he-
received the same intel from our Blazing Boost sponsor.
But he will. He unfortunately does not want to defend his argument. He lost the title of all wins. Now you
So
see.
if Matt is watching, congratulations. You're the
Nah,
only one. with
you see,
100%
the
win
thing
rate.
is, right? He didn't play, so does it count?
Some would argue yes. But you know, I think not playing is a loss in and of itself because you're
Exactly.
not having fun with everyone else.
So I believe. I don't know. I'm not sure. Should we keep let Matt have his title? I don't know. I see a no in the Twitch chat, but yeah. I guess we'll have to discuss this in the
Yeah, we'll see.
in the regulation room after. Anyways, let's move on to our second interview from the smaller individuals. Who shall we get? Velo, take your pick.
Who do I want to talk to? Let's talk to Pitwin.
Very well.
Let's get him in here. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Hello, Pitwin. Welcome to the desk.
Hello.
Hello, Pit. How are you doing? Okay. Very great,
That's
Pit.
great.
Is this
Yeah.
Is this the result you expected?
Honestly, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh come on! I have my faith in the Hobbits. How dare you?
Mate, they were like a full GM team plus sneaky. Like 4.3k team plus sneaky.
Okay, wow. Way to call
Yeah,
them
they
out.
were pretty stacked.
Yeah.
were.
To be fair.
So,
a
it
question
was
for you.
fun nonetheless too.
A question for you, Pit.
Yeah.
How did you feel about getting nominated for MVP?
Again? Okay. I guess it's such an honor to be nominated by the Pepega Mafia. Like,
Again.
you know, I try my best as capo.
Yeah.
And it really means a lot.
Yeah, I mean you're an honorable member of this organization, Capo Pit. It is truly an honor to sit at this desk with two of my most trusted capos.
Yeah, I'm awaiting my payment later for that nomination, by the way. Just off the record.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be on then?
Pit. The thing is though, how do you feel? You were nominated for Showmatch MVP, but I have these stats here. You didn't get a single vote. How does that feel? To have your friends betray you like that? How does that feel?
You know what? I guess I'm just gonna have to be a little bit more tough as a capo.
I
Show him his
see.
boss.
I see. Fair enough. That is.
That means give me perms.
Well,
Eagle.
unfortunately, no. But Pit, we do want to ask your opinion on that final map, right?
Yes.
The height diff was real.
Yeah.
Hobbits ended up coming out on top. Run us through your thought process about that.
To be honest, first map, it was. I just had to adjust, right? I think everyone did. And we came out on top on that one, yeah. And then all of a sudden, we come up with an idea. Oh, we play pharmacy, and I just can't fly to anyone because everyone's so fast.
Yes, I mean.
And yeah. So then map 3, I play Anna, and I get some sleeps cross map because sleep art is still the same size, and it. Yeah.
It just yeets into anyone, doesn't it?
Abilities were not
to scale.
Scaled. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
And
some were like shields. Monkey bubbles were tiny.
yeah,
They were adorable.
like shields were, but like abilities were not really.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
rain charge was it went really fucking far, and Doom Punch was extremely fast.
Yes.
Oh
indeed.
yeah, we saw the dooms just rolling everyone
Yeah.
on both sides.
Right. So, well, my final question to you, Pit.
Yeah.
That workshop game mode. Do you think that's something new that we should do every time?
It was fun. Yes. Um. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All
It's
right. Well,
just finding a workshop game mode.
that's good. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fun. Yeah.
workshop's fun. But
Yeah,
that
it's
one was
fun.
kind of thematic for this one, so I don't know if we'll do
Yeah.
this exact one.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe
It
next
was
time.
very chaotic.
Next time we will build our own. We have the devs, anyways. Yeah. Thank you, Pit, for this interview, and
No problem.
my
having
condolences
me.
for the score, but you fought valiantly
No.
with the 2 points.
Yes,
So
sir.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, as our final decree, as our final thing, we need
MVP.
to so we are going to go to our Pepsi Triumph occasion, which is where we nominate our Pepega League Pepsi MVP. And so,
Brought to you by Pepsi, by the way.
exactly.
If that's not clear already.
And now it is my great honor to introduce to you Shrimp, who has, managed to secure the votes for the MVP status. Shrimp, welcome to the desk.
Hello.
How did you feel in this show match?
Like we were getting dominated.
Right.
But you still managed to win the hearts of everyone at home because you got the MVP.
Exactly.
Yes,
you got,
I spammed chat. I spammed chat. Yes.
You got
How much did you pay them?
SR.
Oh,
How much?
You got him a boost.
Lab promised to vote for me if I boost him, but I'm actually probably gonna throw.
Sponsored by Blazing Boost, by the way.
Nice.
But yeah, you got a total of 62% of the votes. So quite the favorite, honestly. I didn't think this because I asked both teams their own MVP candidate, and then me and Velo decided our own candidates as well. But then, or like Velo decided his own candidates, and then I just nominated you, Shrimp. You see, I had faith in you that you would that you were doing
the
well.
wild card, the dark horse.
Exactly.
Honestly, you were.
Got me in clutch
Dark
last
horse.
minute. I played like 3 maps. It was all good.
Exactly. So I believed in you, Shrimp, and so you definitely deserve this MVP status.
Thank you, Casey.
For this show match. Now, anything else? That last map. Give us your thoughts on that game mode. Small versus big, the theme of this game mode.
I think the game would be made infinitely better if Moira was banned. Then again, Overwatch would be made infinitely better if Moira was banned.
I agree. Now, speaking about banning heroes, Sombra on Hollywood, No Limits.
Yes.
Your thoughts? Yes. Because I lost respect for the Cave Trolls a little after that move, but what did you think?
One Sombra is okay to counter another hero, to counter another cheesy hero like Bull. Yes. 6 Sombras, unacceptable. And the fact that we still won that EMP fight when we were all on BAP, I think that's a testament to the skill and ability of the midgets, or Hobbits, that's what
right. Exactly. I mean, you're not wrong there. Because the casters were, not us, so we weren't casting. I was luckily that I was winning because I was laughing a lot at the 6 consecutive EMPs.
Mm-hmm. I think they actually had 7 because they farmed an EMP off of all the EMPs.
Oh, right. Well,
and it still only got them 2 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we still won the fight.
And
then they put junk just to abuse the staircase. Yes.
Yeah, Mompy really came in there and just dominated your own backline. But then you still managed to win that map, so it's quite...
It's just because we're naturally better. We're just naturally better players. More skilled, more talented.
Well, yes, but then the thing is, how come the Cave Trolls have 5 points and you have 2?
Oh, that's because I wasn't playing for those 5 maps. I didn't lose. And if anyone else, right,
but didn't you say
deathmatch? I didn't lose. We won team deathmatch.
Didn't you say you played 3 maps though?
Yes.
Yes, but you played Eichenwald, You
Yes.
played No Limits.
Yes.
And then
Yes, and we won. We won 3. Yes.
No, you didn't win.
No, we won 3.
I mean, the score.
Team Deathmatch was stolen from us.
Right. I mean, honestly, I was expecting a better result on Team Deathmatch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we kind of powered through. Like...
Yeah. That was just a roll, really. I think it was 30-10 at some point.
Yes.
With some suicides thrown in the mix.
I think at the point where we had 10 kills, I had 9 of them.
Right, I see.
Yes.
So you definitely deserve this MVP then as the carry. Huh?
I also got robbed of player of the game. I just want to say that.
I mean,
no one wants to see Joji right clicking people. Everyone wants to see my beautiful pulse bomb stick.
I mean, I was curious to see what the pulse bomb stick would have been like, but you know, the game decides as the game does.
It happens.
So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think that will conclude the interview here. Shrimp, congratulations on your MVP.
Thank you.
For this time around, and we'll see you.
I await my Discord role.
Yes, that's never gonna happen though because.
Okay, well, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Thank you.
All right, Velo, let's
yes.
end the recap then with well, I have received some information as well by Blazing Boost. Our team over at Blazing Boost has provided me with some information. So you see, according to Blazing Boost, when you don't play a match, you don't lose the status of a loss. So if you don't play, it's not a loss, right? Because according to statistics, then before this match, both Joey, Matt, and Neuer were undefeated.
That's
and
right.
So now only Matt remains undefeated. So I guess Matt, the janitor, he gets the title of undefeated in Showmatch, but he will always be known to, well, he didn't defend. He didn't even try to defend.
Yeah, he kind of just dodged.
He just dodged it. The last time, right? Neuer had a good reason for not being able to defend the title because she was on production. But Matt was just nowhere to be found. He just disappeared from the face of the earth. He ran from his duties. But anyway, I guess he still claims the title. Now, I guess it's time for us to wrap it up here once again. But Velo, for next show match, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think we will be holding in January. Potentially, maybe start of February. We haven't decided yet. But there's definitely going to be another one. If your Don can get his shit together. But overall, what do you think? What would you like to see in the next one? Personally, I just want goats back, but
some goats would be nice. Definitely had a bit of a break from it.
Right.
However, I definitely want to see more workshop modes. Maybe some Diva Egg now.
Yes, I do agree. We had the Diva Egg mode prepared for this show match, but a vote between the teams has ruled out that we were going to play the high diff mode, and it was appropriate as well.
It definitely was.
So we had to do it for the theme. But next time we will probably be doing then Diva Egg, along with some other things. We might do some mystery heroes. We need to mix it up with game modes. I don't think we'll do some elimination again because that always ends fast. We'll have to find something else for that.
Also, the player pool might be slightly bigger next time.
Oh, will it?
Wink, wink.
Oh, right. Yes, it will. No, I mean, do we want to leak? Do we want to use this as an announcement, like, another organization which we shall not name here today?
A subsidiary of Pepega League.
Exactly. They like to make announcements at events like this. Velo, do you want to make an announcement here?
No, because it's already announced.
Well, yes, but should we announce it again just for those who don't know?
Well, if they don't know, well, now they know.
All right, well, do you want me to explain what they know?
That's up to you.
Right, okay, I'll just explain it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this warrants something, right? Let's have some fun here in the end. So you see, I will be grabbing this because Hold on a minute. Let me add a new image. So, what this is, right, is the hierarchy. Which, wait, what were we talking about before I was going to do this? Oh, right, the leaks, yes. Right. So, as you can see on this screen right here, right? So, this is...
Let's take a look.
This is our Pepega League structure, right? This is our Pepega Mafia structure.
I believe it is missing one more branch.
I believe it might be, but that has not been added yet. So you see, the thing is, right? As you see here, we have... And the reason why Velo is named Capo Veloarch is... There's a new team joining the Pepega League, so next time we might have some new... a bigger player pool, really. So, yeah, Velo, coming out of retirement, let's hear it. It's time for your interview. How do you feel coming out of retirement?
I want to re-retire.
And why is that?
Because I don't know. This is effort. Managing takes effort. Don't do it, kids.
I can agree with that. Managing is indeed quite hard. Now, the thing is, the player pool might increase even more because, as you can see, there is Capo Melon, who does.
That is now an actual leak.
But yes.
Low key.
I mean, look, if you literally, I can click on 70 people's names in this Discord, and
you would know.
And you'd know. They're
well,
not
now
exactly.
You made it very public, and I'm sure.
Exactly. So,
Melon announcement of an announcement.
Exactly. Well, as Don, I'll just have him executed. Anyhow, moving on. This was just an announcement as Capovelo is returning to the Pepega League with his new team, the LA Sadiators.
Yeah.
Which, well, will be rivaling fools soon. Anyhow.
Don't know about that one, Chief.
We'll see. We'll see in the scrims. We'll see in the leaks. So, yeah. I think that'll be it. We're calling it here then for today, unless you have anything else to add, Mr. Veloarch.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Blazing Boost, KGB Archiver, Incel,
and Joey's Master
Pepsi,
Plan.
Joey's Master Plan.
Honorary
what was
sponsor
the one midway?
Pringles.
Oh yeah, Pringles.
Yeah, Pringles came in and just supplied me with some food because I was starving. But yeah, we will be running some more ads at the end, just to recap it once again. But yeah, I think that'll be it. It was a fun show match, and we'll definitely be hosting another one. And I hope that next time we can do it first try, which yeah, wasn't one of our finer weeks.
Please look forward to it.
I will try and you know, get everything sorted out perfectly this time. Anyhow, thank you all for joining us here tonight on the Pepega League show match, Hobbits versus Cave Trolls, presented to you by the Pepega Mafia. But yeah, we thank you for joining in, and we'll see you in the next show match. Good night.
Bye-bye.